Are you sick and tired of living with that constant pain in your knees or your back? You know, joint pain doesn't just keep you from doing what you love. It affects your job, your relationships, even simple things like getting dressed. Hey everybody, it's RJ. It's time to call QC Kinetics. QC Kinetics uses advanced regenerative medicine to restore and repair damaged joint tissue, giving you your life back. Hips, shoulders, elbows, they can all be treated with natural biologics from your own body. If you're tired of steroid shots that don't work, or if you're trying to avoid surgery, call QC Kinetics now to schedule your free consultation. Learn about these exciting new cutting-edge treatments for pain caused by arthritis or injury, and the best part, no drugs, no pain meds, and no downtime. This is an all-natural treatment that can get you lasting relief. People in Central Arkansas are raving about the results. Call now. Appointments are available for this upcoming week. QC Kinetics, 501-222-8440. That's 501-222-8440. 501-222-8440.
For over 30 years, Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse has been Arkansas's truck accessory headquarters and the only stop for all your truck parts and accessories. If it goes on a truck, Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse has got it. And that includes upgrading your truck with Vortex spray liners. Tough, durable, proudly made in the USA. Their spray liners can protect your truck for years to come. Call Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse at 501-568-0040 to schedule your spraying. Or stop by 65th and University.
Now, a true confession from me, Craig O'Neill. I have a problem doing Petit Jean meat commercials. When I start talking about that tremendous hickory smoke flavor, I start salivating. I end up having to do 25 takes before I get it right. Here's an example. Petit Jean bacon at breakfast, and how that flavor permeates your whole being, and every bite becomes perfection that fills the with the flavor that cut. Petit Jean meat, you will taste the difference.
The man known for creating sports awards has finally earned his own. The entire Buzz team would like to congratulate our own David Basil on being named the Arkansas Sports Broadcaster of the Year by the National Sports Media Association. David, thank you for your passion and hard work on Morning Mayhem and your many other endeavors. And you can catch the Arkansas Sports Broadcaster of the Year along with Roger, Justin, and Josh right here on the Buzz on Morning Mayhem, weekdays from 6 to 10. Congrats, Baz, and here's to a great 2025.
You're back in the zone. You want to get into the show but too busy to call? Message us on our live fan feedback or text us on our text line at 501-661-1037.
Goes down the middle. Touchdown! Arkansas! Oh my!
Clint Sterner is brought to you by Chris Crane Hyundai of Conway.
Turner throws, caught. Emmanuel Smith breaks the tackle. Touchdown, Arkansas!
Visit them in Conway today or check out ChrisCraneHyundai.com.
Play fake. Sterner steps out of trouble. Wow. To a wide open receiver. It's Cobb towards the end zone. Touchdown!
Good morning, Clint.
Morning, fellas. How we doing?
Better now.
Clint, are you okay with that song now on your intro with Drake? You know, he's been taking a lot of L's lately.
He's going to get beat this weekend, too.
Well, you know, I'm not into the rap battles and the rap beats, so I don't.
Okay, you're good.
I'm still a little bit of a Drake fan.
Okay.
Drake is still on my workout video.
Okay,
my workout playlist.
Oh, he's got some good music, no doubt about it.
Right.
Rough year, though.
Yeah, it's a rough year for him. There's no doubt about it, especially at that when them Grammys hit.
We're going to hear from Kendrick Lamar about their beef coming up later in the show, and I know you're looking forward to that. Not you, Clint, maybe, because you don't care about that kind of stuff. You're worried about football. Let's talk about this matchup. There were two prevailing schools of thought here today. I guess there's nothing prevailing, but there were two schools of thought, I guess. And it is, we think the Eagles have a better roster and the Chiefs can't keep getting lucky. Or the other side of it is, I'm never betting against Mahomes and Andy Reid when they work together. So where do you fall, or are neither of those you're thinking?
Well, no, look, I think they're both. Again, I mean, we've been on Radio Row this week, and I think every time you walk past a radio station, they're talking Super Bowl. That's the convo, right? I agree with it, and I think the better team. I've waffled back and forth. I think all week long, and for me, I think the better team. I think the better team wins. I like Philly in the game, so
okay.
I think hell, everybody's talking about it. It's spot on. The better top to bottom roster is Philly, and the experience and obviously the history, leans towards Kansas City. But I think in this game right here, I think the better team prevails, and I think Philly gets it done.
How much does Hurts have to use his arm? How critical is his passing for them to win, or do you not think it matters? You think they can win just by running the ball primarily and mix it in some?
No, I think it matters. I mean, look, Spags in that defense is for real. They're gonna make, I think, Jalen Hurts, win with either his legs or win with his arm, one or the other. I don't think they're gonna let him. They're not gonna let him sit there and just stay comfortable the entire game. Now, if Kansas City can't slow him down, then that's a different story, which is very possible with Saquon Barkley and Jalen Hurts running the ball. But no, I think Jay's gonna have to throw the ball a bit to get it done. But his pass catchers are super dynamic, and so I mean I think he's fine. I mean he's not the most elite, technically sound passer of the football, but it's not like when he does throw the football, he's not back there, processing 3 or 4 different zone coverages, and I mean they're forcing him into very vanilla coverages because they run the rock so well, and so if Jalen Hurts is in a situation where they're able to mix up coverages and they're dictating to him kind of what he's doing with the football, then Kansas City, hell, they may run away with it. But I think Philly, Philly control. Like the key word for Philly is control. I mean, they're going to control, or at least the thought is, in order to win the game, they're going to control and dictate versus be dictated to. And I think that as we talk Jalen Hurts specifically, when he does throw the football, it's going to be middle of the field closed. There's going to be either soft corners and he's dumping it underneath, or the corners are going to be hard and he's throwing it over the top. I mean, it's a really a simple game for Jalen Hurts when they're playing winning football. Now, if they have to play from behind, then they're going to be in trouble. But the goal for them and what they're really good at is controlling the game, and Jalen Hurts is absolutely critical in getting that done.
Fair point. Talking to Clint Sterner on the Jim's Razorback Pizza Hotline. It is brought to you by our friends at Chris Crane Hyundai up in Conway. So for Mahomes, does he have to be spectacular, or can he be solid and not turn it over, and is that enough for them?
Well, no, I think he has to at least be spectacular in moments. I don't think that their team offensively is explosive enough and has enough weapons for him to just be a game manager and win this game. I mean, the thing about what Kansas City's done is we get into these conversations about one-score games and about how they're not as explosive offensively, but if you really get down to it and watch them, Pat Mahomes is making 2 or 3 plays, particularly in the second half, that are just absolute game-changing plays. Mm-hmm. Whether he's throwing touchdowns when he's parallel to the ground, or he's using his legs and picking up big first downs and keeping critical drives alive, or getting them into field goal range. I mean, he's making big-time plays. So I think I would lean towards him having to be spectacular, not for 4 quarters.
Yeah.
But the way they're winning games is they're making the games about, who's better in those critical moments, and Andy Reid and Pat Mahomes are better in those critical moments most of the time. I think Philly's got a chance to take it out of the hands of just, like, he's going to have to be great down the stretch in order to win this game. That's where I'm leaning. But yeah, Pat, in order for him to win, either way it goes, Pat's got to be spectacular. No doubt.
Kelsey was not a factor production wise. Now I don't know how much of a factor he was defensive game plan wise in the AFC Championship game. Do you expect him to be targeted more in the Super Bowl, or do you think they can take him away and again, obviously Buffalo did, or Kansas City just went away from him?
Yeah, look, I expect him. I always expect him to hit the over in catches. So I always expect him to be
I did too last week. He didn't.
Yeah, no. I would have lost that bet, but I would always bet on the over. I think he's the one that I think when Kelsey's eating, Kansas City's just damn near unbeatable.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that I don't know if they can get it done, but I would think that the Eagles would try to take him out of the game, try to take him and Pat out of that comfort zone, and force Andy Reid to work with Xavier Worthy and create opportunities for him, and then force Pat to throw, to guys that he's not as comfortable throwing to, and force him to throw lower percentage throws and see if they can get it done that way.
Okay, I don't know that there's much else to say. Clint's on the Eagles, and we'll see what happens.
I am.
We're going to get Clint one more.
Who are you guys on?
I'm taking KC just because of the Mahomes and Reed factor, but I certainly could. Here's what I think is going to happen: KC wins a close one, Eagles win a close one, Eagles blow them out. I don't see KC running away with it or anything, so that's probably what will happen.
Right.
But I wouldn't be surprised if it. I just hope it comes down to the end like it did in the last game when they played. I will say I think the Eagles are better than the last time, and I don't think Kansas City is. So it's a pretty easy argument to me to make for the Eagles because they're pretty darn good. I will also say I've been thinking about getting barbecue from Corky's all week, but I've decided in our conversation that I'm going to get pasta and meatballs because we got Spagnuolo as defensive coordinator. Mm-hmm. You got defensive coordinators Italian American for the Eagles, okay. And then you got Sirianni as the head coach.
Got to have it.
I mean, this is a celebration for my people.
I got the Eagles, Clint. I'm with you. I think they're just so talented, top to bottom. I don't see any weaknesses.
Yeah, for me, either way it goes, it's a win, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, I work every day with a Kansas City guy, and so to see him get that three-peat and go through that as a fan, and he was born and raised on it, so that would be really cool. And then also, if Philly gets it done, Jalen Hurts is a local guy, man, from right here, and his pops is a coach at my high school at one point in time, and it'd be nice to see him get one too. So either way it goes, my fandom wins. Either way it goes.
His dad was the coach at Baytown.
Yeah, he came up through Baytown, and he ended up the head coach at Channelview, which is just across the river from Baytown. And
I did not know that.
Yeah, right here, man. Right, I mean, literally next door to Baytown. It's the town over.
Well, Texas born and bred quarterback's going to win it either way. That's for sure. They're both about as likable dudes as you're going to find, so you can't go wrong with that part of it. I mean, they're both really likable teams, I think. Now, maybe for Cowboys fans, it's hard to swallow the Philly factor, but they're both pretty likable groups, I think. So
that's right.
Well, we'll see. All right, Clint, I appreciate it. We will hold you accountable next week.
All right, boys. Y'all be good, man.
All right, buddy.
Hey, Chris Crane Hyundai, appreciate you big time, and go Hogs.
Absolutely. One more week with Clint next week, and appreciate him. A couple notes here from our D3 Auto Sales text line. Justin, what was the movie you and DJ were discussing the other day when you said you were uncomfortable to watch with your son? It's called Anora. It is nominated for an Academy Award for Best Picture.
Do you think it should be? You think it's Best Picture worthy?
I've seen 2 films that are nominated, so I don't think I'm the guy to ask. Let's ask Philip.
Okay.
But the other day we had the L.A. Reviewer who said that it was her second favorite film of the year, behind Dune. So I've seen the top 2 that she had on her list.
I was about to say, what does she know? But then
should have got nominated either, if we're being honest.
Yeah, I asked. Maddox said he watched it. He got forced into it with his mother and his girlfriend.
It's like a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, and it's a retold story. I mean, I guess so is Dune. Ugh.
This guy says if Justin Fields was the Eagles quarterback, would they still be in the Super Bowl? It's an interesting question.
No.
I don't think so. No. I like Justin Fields, but I don't know what your point is. If Justin Fields was the quarterback in Kansas City, they wouldn't even have made the playoffs. So, anyway.
I didn't even know Justin Fields was in Philadelphia.
Pickup truck, sports car,
He's not.
motorcycle, minivan, townhouse, 2-story, farmhouse, fixer-upper. What you drive and where you live is different for everyone, so it's important to have insurance that fits your needs and is just right for you. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that, which is why our agents help you design a comprehensive auto, home, and life insurance plan. Insurance that fits just right.
See Shelter Agent Jeremiah Matthews in Little Rock, Justin Sollers in North Little Rock, or Michael Ludwig in Greenbrier today.
Come on down to Doe's Eat Place at the corner of Ringo and Markham in downtown Little Rock for mouth-watering burgers, catfish, and steak by the pound. Oh, and don't forget our world-famous tamales, now open Monday through Friday, 11 to 2 for lunch, and Monday through Saturday, 5 to 9 for dinner. Family-owned and operated for over 35 years. And remember, Doe's Eat Place, for goodness sakes.
The Zone Hotline on 103.7 The Buzz is presented by Jim's Razorback Pizza with 2 locations, Highway 10 past Taylor Loop and just off the Morgan Maumelle exit.
Where real men come to play.
Our number 1 station is right.
If you want to rock, you got to break the rules.
103.7 The Buzz, KABZ Little Rock. Buzz News with KARK's Claire Kreitz.
In an update on the legislative session, the Baby Olivia Act passed in the House Thursday. This bill will show a fetal development video to students in health class starting in the 5th grade. It is made by the pro-life organization Live Action, a point of contention among legislators. The bill now heads to the Senate side. Also in the House, a bill aiming to remove affirmative action programs in state and local government passed. It was amended on the House side, so now it goes back to the Senate floor. Some people in North Little Rock are trying to convince the Planning Commission to deny plans for slaughterhouse construction in their community. The owner of David's Burgers is hoping to put a slaughterhouse on Gregory Street. People in the neighborhood are worried about possible smells from such facility and whether or not it would bring down property values. The next North Little Rock City Council meeting is set for Tuesday. This is Claire Kreitz for the Buzz Radio Network.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
A cloudy day and a slight chance of showers. A high of 51 degrees and a little breezy here in Little Rock. Tonight, cloudy, fog possible, and a slight chance of showers. An overnight low of 48. Now, tomorrow's going to be a really warm day, up to 78 degrees. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please, turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Hey, you want to know what really happened here in Hot Springs? I'm not talking, but there's a guy at 510 Central Avenue in Hot Springs, a wise guy. He'll tell you all you need to know, but not enough to get you whacked. Your hope. The Gangster Museum of America. TGMOA.com.
Experience the rich history of America's first resort at the Gangster Museum of America and the Hattery. Check out the Gangster Museum of America, 510 Central Avenue, 501-318-1717, or visit us at TGMOA.com.
Jim's Razorback Pizza is the place to visit when craving some delicious, authentic pizza. They're known for amazing thin crust pies and the best Detroit-style deep dish pizza in town. You can also order freshly baked pasta or wings, along with specialty baked sandwiches, fries, and signature salads. If you're looking for a great place to watch the game and the most accommodating service around, they'll save you a seat at Jim's Razorback Pizza in Little Rock and Morgan Maumelle.
We're definitely going to be late to the concert. I feel like we should be there by now.
I'm just taking a little detour. I gotta fill up my gas tank, and I know this place a couple towns over where the gas is cheaper.
Are you serious? We're gonna be late for the concert because you're driving out of the way for cheaper gas? Just use Upside.
What's Upside?
Upside is the free cashback app that gets you real cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait, I can get cash back just for buying the gas I need anyway?
Yes, I use it all the time, and I've made around $200. Now pull over so you can download the Upside app before we miss the concert.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code TRAFFIC25 to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank, PayPal, or as a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code TRAFFIC25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code TRAFFIC25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus. That's code TRAFFIC25.
Lion Legal is having their quarterly free legal clinic Saturday, February the 8th at the Lehman Library in North Little Rock. Lion Legal provides 4 legal clinics a year to help you with many common life issues: divorce and custody, sealing criminal records, debt defense, consumer protection, real estate issues, and simple wills and POAs. Please bring all relevant information and documents to the Lehman Library for Lion Legal's free legal clinic. Saturday, February the 8th from 9:30 a.m. till 12:30 p.m.
February might be short on days, but we're long on deals at Gwatney Chevrolet. Get behind the wheel of a 2024 Chevrolet Trax for as low as $299 a month, or take up to $13,500 off a brand new 2025 Chevrolet Silverado. We have cars in stock as low as $3,999, but hurry, these deals won't last forever. Save big before the end of the month. Visit us at 1301 TP White Drive in Jacksonville today. Chevrolet, together, let's drive. With approved credit restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
Madame Giselle senses something big coming. Is it a career change? Everything looks wet.
I'm gonna be a swim teacher.
There's a roof.
A swim teacher who also does roofing.
No, the roof of your RV has a leak and it's ruining the furniture.
Oh, that's okay. I'm covered by Progressive. But maybe I'm a swim teaching roofer who makes furniture.
Customize your coverage with Progressive's Roof Protection Plus and be prepared for the unexpected. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Roof Protection Plus available for RVs less than 6 years old. $250 deductible applies to any claim.
Want to play a game with me and Dad?
Mommy's not feeling good.
You need to vaporize that cold.
Vaporize?
Yeah, with DayQuil VapoCool. It's DayQuil plus a rush of Vicks vapors.
Whoa.
Come on, honey. Let's let Mommy rest.
You guys are amazing. And so is DayQuil VapoCool.
DayQuil VapoCool, the vaporizing daytime coughing, aching, fever, power through your day medicine. And to vaporize sore throat pain, try Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Want to get in on the conversation? Shoot us a text at the D3 Auto Sales text line at 501-614-1037. D3 Auto Sales in Desart, the #1 independent dealer in the state with the best prices and largest selection on pre-owned vehicles, including leveled and lifted trucks. Find them on Facebook. Whether it's football, baseball, or basketball, from high school to the pros, hit us up on the D3 Auto Sales text line.
You're in the zone, coming to you live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studio. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only casino resort. Now, here's Justin Acri and DJ Williams on the Buzz Radio Network.
This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name. He doesn't need his name up in lights, he just wants to be heard, whether it's the beat of the mic. He feels so unlike everybody else, alone, in spite of the fact that some people still think that they know him, but no, he knows the code. It's not about the salary, it's all about reality and making some noise, making a story, making sure his click stays up. That means when he puts it down, Todd's picking it up. Let's go.
Who the hell is he anyway? He never really talks much, never concerned with status, but still leaving him starstruck. Humble through opportunities given despite the fact that many misjudge him because he makes a living from writing raps. Put it together himself, got a picture connects, never asking for someone's help or to get some respect. He's only focused on what he wrote, his will is beyond reach.
Y'all thought you were going to get to hear our whole show in the break when you watched on the stream, didn't you? Surprise. The funny thing is, so DJ brought in this really cool new camera, and we used it at the Big Buck Classic, and it looked amazing.
Yeah.
He's like, I said, DJ, what about He's like, and he shuts me down. He's like, I got it. We about got it, all right.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be good. We got to get it figured out.
You're about to hear a whole bunch of stuff in the break you didn't need to hear.
We're gonna tighten it up.
We bashed Michigan racists in the break. So if you heard it,
we're Saints. I don't care what anybody says.
No, there's no doubt. Oh my gosh, that was close.
Good times.
Oh, I'll tell you what. 11:07 in the zone. Appreciate you being with us. Pigskin's here. We're gonna talk Tom Murphy in a moment. Christian's here. Saving us from ourselves. Yeah. And DJ Williams here, trying to throw me under the bus. I'm Justin Acri. Appreciate you being with us.
I got text messages from my girlfriend saying, audio's up.
Thank you.
Just a heads up, babe.
FYI.
Thank you, Jesus.
Yes.
Every day I wake up and think I got it better than I deserve. Yeah. But boy.
She says, thank God y'all didn't say anything bad. I told her we never say anything bad during commercial break.
I say all kinds of terrible things. What are you talking about? I'm a horrible person. I say terrible things about all kinds of people.
Oh, man.
I'm a bad person. I admit it.
You know how, as much as we have already, you know how if there was a show called In Between Breaks, it'd be the highest rated show of all time.
Yes, we have talked about
people
this all the time.
Hearing people.
Pixie, you've been doing this how long?
22 years or something. Yeah.
The break conversations are normally more interesting than anything we do on the air.
1,000%.
Yes.
Times 3. They really are.
Yeah.
We would also be canceled within a week.
Also true. Yes.
I think within 5 minutes.
You just
clean out your office. You're out.
There'd be a lot of trouble. That's all I know. There'd be a lot of trouble.
There's a space for us somewhere out there, right?
There is.
XM.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't want to ever be in a relationship, or you don't ever want to have friends, or you don't want to be likable, if
like
you
Howard
just want to be
Stern.
honest,
yeah.
right?
Yeah. Howard just does what he wants.
Wait, so are you saying that most people are walking around lying half the time? Most of the time?
I think they just keep things to themselves.
Is that what it is?
Okay. We're pukers.
Oh, okay.
We puke all the stuff out to each other, but that's the kind of relationship we have.
But in social settings,
yeah,
most people are just
Yes.
Keeping a lot of stuff
You're
to
playing
themselves.
nice. Yeah.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes, that's why things are socially acceptable, and some things are not socially acceptable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, is it Ricky Gervais when he was in that show, Invention of Lying? Have you seen that?
No, but Ricky Gervais is Ricky Gervais, so
Yeah,
I know how he is.
You would love this.
He just says whatever he wants all the time.
It's a movie where they don't know what lying is, and so they cannot lie about anything. And you know, he went to go on a first date, meet the girl. She opens the door. It's Jennifer Gardner, and she's like, "Oh, you're a little chunky, little fat." It's been a while though, so I guess I'll give this a shot. And then you just have to watch it.
That's what she said?
Yeah, and then, you know, as she's driving there and she's like, I'm just letting you know this, I'm really not into you. We really wait for dinner to be over. They can't lie. No one can lie. One day he's down bad and something happened and he's at the bank. And the bank teller says, "How much do you have in your account, sir?" He says, $1 million. And they don't know what lying is. So she said, "There must be a problem or something wrong with our system. Sorry, sir, we'll fix that," and put $1 million into his bank account. And then he's like, "Wait a minute." Then he started it's insane.
I'd have to see it.
You just made me want to watch this movie.
It's good.
Is it a movie or a TV show? Is it a series or a movie?
Then it gets to...
Is it a movie or a series?
It's a movie, but I'm curious about what you would say because his grandmother is about to pass away.
It's a movie, I'm pretty sure.
And she's real sad. And so he's like, "Don't be sad." And then he makes up a lie about supposedly of what's going to happen.
Right.
And, you know, he says, "You're going to go to a place with sunshine and you're going to be real happy." And all the nurses are just like, "What? Where is this place?"
He can lie, but nobody else can.
He's the only one who knows what lying is.
I got it now.
Yeah.
I missed that part. Okay, that makes way more sense now.
And he's an atheist, so talking about heaven's kind of rich.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
think he believes in heaven.
No.
So, yeah.
Yesterday in Razorback Athletics, stuff happened. Again, let me reiterate that Arkansas, Alabama is 7:30 tomorrow. They move the game. There was trickle down because of Luka. The Luka trickle down.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, LeBron's still good at basketball.
What's he score his first game back?
Luka?
With the
He's
Lakers.
gonna play Monday.
I'll be more impressed if he has a triple-double. He's not playing this weekend?
He's not
I thought that was the reason they moved all the games around this weekend.
Play Monday. He was going to play, but now he's...
All right. He looks good.
He does.
Healthy. This was announced yesterday, the SEC distribution of which you're going to get none, but you're contributing to it. Average school gets $52.5 million if you are a full member of the league the whole time. Texas and Oklahoma, you only get $27.5 million. Texas like, that's okay. We made $500 million last year. We don't care. The distribution amount does not include an additional $8.1 million of NCAA and SEC grants divided among the 14 universities that were members of the SEC for the entirety of the 2023-2024 fiscal year. Anyway, so they're doing just fine is the point. $52.5 million.
What?
Here's the thing about the schools, though. I was thinking about this morning. And so all the athletes are out there going, see, that's why we should get our cut. You see? But I'm like,
you're paying for 20 other sports.
How many expenses are you paying?
Yeah.
Hey, Joe Schmo, guy that's getting $1 million a year. What are your expenses related to operating costs?
Zero.
What are your expenses related to training staff? What are your expenses for food? What are your expenses for marketing?
I think about that a lot.
Yeah,
like
well,
when I was playing,
they're like, give me more.
When I was playing, it's like, God, how do we pay for all this stuff?
Well, here's how the world works. There's an in, which is revenue, and there's an out, which is expenses. The kids have got revenue,
no expenses,
virtually no expenses. They're living it.
I want some of that.
It's a great deal.
Yeah,
and again, I'm not saying the kids shouldn't get money. I'm fine with that. I'm just saying, if there's a see, they're getting $52 million. See. Well, the kids are getting the money too, but they don't have to pay anything. I mean, somebody's got to maintain the fields. Somebody's got to maintain the athletes. Somebody's got to maintain the facilities.
And most sports don't make a dime.
Yeah.
See? I can hear you out there.
We do need to put more money on our field. It's awful.
Feels bad?
Yeah. Mississippi State sets the standard.
I think they need to raise some more money for Arkansas
It's an ag
women's
school.
basketball.
Yeah. Beautiful field.
They grow grass. That's what they do.
Awesome.
Maybe they should put Snoop a charge. Arkansas women's basketball team fell to Mississippi State last night, 78-55 at the hump. Izzy had 26. I mean, that's the story. How much did Arkansas lose by?
How many
points did Izzy have?
Yeah.
That's really all we care about.
They lost by 30, and she had half of their points.
Yeah, that's what she does.
That's it.
Anyway, look, sometimes you just got to face reality. Like, this is what it's going to be. Here's also how it's going to be. Arkansas softball team's really good. They won yesterday 3-1, and I think Bree Ellis she opened the scoring for the season with a homer. and they got a couple other home runs too. So good for them, and they got good effort from their starter, Robin Herron. So congrats to the Arkansas women. They've got 2 games today. None streamed, none televised, but they're playing. Just take my word for it. I think Lipscomb's one of them, and I can't remember who else they're playing.
What will it take to... So we got Tom. Oh, Tom may know this. What would it take to turn the page for women's basketball?
Tom, welcome to the zone. What would it take to turn the page for women's basketball? Got a tough one out of the gate.
Yeah.
DJ, man, you're just going to stump me right off the bat today, man.
Here, Tom, before you answer, I'll tell you what I was thinking. Like, I love Coach Neighbors. I think he's amazing. But, man, I just look at other programs that do very well. Is it going to take a big-time hire to get girls interested to want to play for a specific coach? Are other girls around the country seeing Coach Neighbors as, I want to go play for him like they are, Mookie or Gino or I don't think
Don
so.
Staley.
Yeah, are they Mookie? Am I saying that right?
I don't know.
Mulkey.
Oh, Mulkey. I was like, is Mookie Blaylock coaching somewhere and I missed it?
No,
Mookie.
No. But I love Coach Neighbors. He's just I don't know.
Kim
what it's
Mulkey's
gonna
a
take.
butthole and people want to play for her, so
Yeah.
maybe he's too nice. I don't know.
She dresses nicely.
Well, I just think they had a little bit of a locker room thing going on last year, and they lost the really good freshman, and that hurt them. And then, Spencer left too, and so they just had a little bit of a talent exodus. And by the way, I'm going to drop a little something on y'all. I went to college with Kim Mulkey and Carl Malone at the same time.
You were a Texter?
Indiana Tech.
This is not news to me.
Well, I didn't know that. That's great.
Christian, save it.
Easy, Christian.
Christian's not a big Karl Malone fan.
Mulkey got ripped off. She should have had a foul called, and we would have made 2 free throws to beat Cheryl Miller in USC, but they didn't call the foul. That was a bad missed call.
Yeah,
I watched it.
Pigskin, man, reaching way back there. I know, man.
It happened.
She was a heck of a player.
She could play.
And, they won championships while I was in school, man. It was a cool deal.
Yeah, they were elite back in the day for sure.
Leon Barmore.
All right, so baseball begins, I guess, next week. Tom, how we feeling about things? We had Matt Hobbs on yesterday. He was very insightful. Gabe Gackel's going to join us through the season. Apparently, Gabe has a big dog. That's what we got from Coach Hobbs.
Big dog.
He's got big expectations this year, too.
Yeah, it's just going to be so fun to watch them and just know that they're going to be making the right moves most of the time. Really tough schedule. Dave Van Horn spoke at the Swatters Club last week at the Fayetteville Library, a really nice event. And, he just knows how to work the fans and get everybody going. He's like, so, they did away with the divisions. I don't like that. I just don't like it. I told my wife, Karen, the reason they did that, because we won the West 5 of the last 6 years. And I don't like no divisions either. It doesn't make sense to me. But they're going to have a really good starting pitching staff to work with. Start the 4 guys against Washington State and then trim to 3 the next week. How well back is Kendall Diggs going to be? Who's going to play first base? Who are going to be the corner outfielders? A lot of good questions, but the names like Brent Iredale, keep this in mind. Keep him in mind. I mean, Justin Thomas could be an exciting outfielder. I don't know. Ryder Helfrich, one of the best receiving catchers, needs to improve on his batting average, but I don't know. They lost a lot of people in the entire starting rotation, and they lost 6 of their 9 regulars, and yet I still think they're going to be a formidable team this year.
Yeah, they got obviously a couple key transfers in pitching staff. Were you surprised that none of the offensive players, none of the position guys ended up on first or second team?
A little bit, but if you look at the returning guys' average, Diggs was doing great until he hurt his shoulder, and then he kept playing, and we know his numbers dropped. So if he's back in form, he could have an all-conference type season.
Yeah.
Vaheva Aloy, great power numbers, and they say that he tweaked his batting stance. It was something Arkansas wanted him to think about last year, but he didn't want to do it in season, and he tweaked it over the summer league and had a much better average. So if he can improve that, cut down on the strikeouts, he could position himself as an all-conference type player as well.
Yeah, he was a guy that I thought for sure would get maybe a nod on first or second team, but we'll see. I guess he can play his way into it now. And I will tell folks who are listening that Nolan Souza is going to be on with Randy and Rick on Drive Time. Out of Bounds got Kendall Diggs coming back this year. We have Gabe Gackel starting with us next Wednesday. And in the morning, it's going to be Will McIntyre, the local product, as a pitcher. And we were talking to Vaheva, and he decided he's going to focus on strictly baseball stuff. No appearances for him. So I guess that 10-minute call is too much. He's going to spend.
He better be locked in 24/7.
He's going to be working on his stance.
Video games, nothing,
whatever. Anyway,
but he was not a long talker, y'all. You know the Larry David line. He's not a long talker.
There you go. So good start too, Tom. You get good tests out of the gate. They've kind of made this a tradition now, going down to Texas to start things off, and it's a great way to start things out. I guess early in the season, at least starting things off obviously at home, but that early test coming up here soon. And do you know much about Washington State at all? I really don't.
No, I haven't jumped into them yet, but I do know this: those two purple teams down there in Arlington are the teams that knocked their butts out the last 2 years. So not that you get a big revenge thing, but not only did they knock them out, but they beat them pretty bad, and they beat Hagen both times too. So a little bit of payback would be nice.
Men's basketball, Tom, has righted the ship and then some. We talked a few weeks ago about how, man, things are going bad, and then Boogie goes down. I'm thinking, oh, man, there's not much of a shot. Now, the only caveat to that we said was you played a really tough schedule out of the gate, and things do soften up a bit. I don't think any of us expect them to go to Kentucky and Texas and win both of them, and I certainly don't think anybody had 3 wins in a row for these 3 coming up, but they've gotten 2/3 of it taken care of. I think everybody will be convinced if it happens this weekend.
Man, it could be a madhouse Saturday at 7:30. They move the tip back 30 minutes. Bama will have a full week off, and there's a little trend going here, too. Oklahoma with a full week off came in here and nipped Arkansas. Arkansas with a week off beat Kentucky. So both games they've been involved with the last 2 Saturdays. The team with the week off won. Alabama is a very old team. They start 4 graduate students. Sears, obviously, the nation's active leading scorer. They hit the boards harder than Texas was a good offensive rebounding team against the Hogs. Alabama hits the boards even harder. And, with those threes coming off at strange angles sometimes, it's not always easy to get the defensive rebound. So, very formidable opponent. I'll say this, y'all. I think the biggest change is I think the coaching staff decided defensive rebounding, we're going to push the floor. We're going to throw the ball down, and look at all the transition baskets they had in the Kentucky game. That made the difference. I think 18-5, and then they managed to do it against Texas as well with some open floor stuff. And Nellie Davis jumped a passing lane, got a dunk. Man, it's just Razorback fans were just chomping at the bit to see this. And you hated the Boogie's out, but I think DJ Wagner looks more natural. They are making defensive work now. I just don't think they made defensive work hard enough earlier, and now they are, and it's paying off.
Yeah, and Avicic has come to life. We were talking about the other day. Shot blocker has been there. Occasionally, offensively, he's been there. Showed a pretty dynamic offensive game the other night, Tom, I thought. Taking guys off the dribble and back to the basket and spinning around and doing dunking, and then comes back down and hits a 3. But he's also getting the mixed rebounding, which they desperately needed.
Yeah, huge. And, some of those rebounds, he secured those rebounds against Texas. Some other games, there's like a guy will hit him or, the ball gets bounced away and he won't secure it. He did it in that game. I'd like his low post moves to be a little bit more forceful. He missed a bunch of turnarounds and little hooks and, backboard type shots that you want to see go down. I feel really bad. They're doing this, you guys. They're doing it with Adu in a little bit of a slump, and Brazil really not contributing like he has. I feel bad for Adu. I like the kid. I know he's not 100%, but he's not given a lot of opportunity on offense. He had 2 shots the other day, made the first, missed the second. But I'd like to see them find a way that his role could expand and he could display. He's got his mid-range jumper is really nice. Just hadn't had a chance lately.
Yeah, he has not been a factor. When you look at the production, it's just not been there, but he's not getting a ton of minutes on the floor either. And obviously they feel comfortable with what they're doing, and going a little smaller has worked out for them okay. Okay. What did we not cover? I guess gymnastics tonight. We did not talk about that, but that's obviously exciting. And, geez, you talk about a gauntlet. You get 3-2-1, or whatever. You get 3 top 3 seeds or 3 top 3 ranked teams in like a 2-week span, Tom?
Yeah, you do. And it started with LSU, which was 2, Oklahoma 1, and now Florida has replaced LSU at 2. So they're actually playing 2, 1, and 2.
It's great.
It never ceases. When they get into the Alabama, Kentucky, Missouri, and Auburn, they're all in the lower half of the 10s and in the early teens. Scoring is down. Christina Long had a story in our paper today about the judges are being kind of reevaluated.
Stingy.
And so you're not seeing the bus pass 198 with the regularity that they were, and not as many 10s. So Arkansas's got some cleaning up to do. Losing Lauren Williams obviously hurts them, but I think there's some depth to the roster. They'll be engaged for the postseason.
Sounds good. Tom, we'll leave it at that. I appreciate you, my friend. Have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you next Friday.
Sounds good. See y'all. Have a good weekend.
All right, that's Tom Murphy, proud Louisiana Texter. Dave Van Horn talking about heading down to Texas. They've got some games they got to play before that, but looking forward to it, obviously.
I think the big thing for us is that we know we're going to play, weather-wise, and for us as well. It's about 5 hours south of us, and a little bonding time for us. Take a bus, hang out, and it's just been a good experience for us. Even when you lose games, you feel like you're getting better. You get a workout in on Thursday. You're going to play 3 games, three really good teams. And like I said last year, it's always sunny and 72 in there. And, if you're scheduling at home or even at outdoor stadium, just about anywhere this time of the year, it still can be a little iffy. I mean, we went to a tournament in Central Texas a few years back, and we played Stanford in the weather. Actual temperature was 33. The feel-like temperature was like 20, and the wind was howling, and it was miserable. And to make it even worse, we got beat. So it's just it's a great experience, and to be able to recruit to it a little bit, tell your kids you're going to play in a big league stadium is always nice.
Yeah, not that he needs a lot more advantages. I will tell you this, looking ahead at next weekend, guys, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, lows are in the 20s, highs 48, 54, 37, at least on my weather bug. I don't know what the KRK weather team says, but that's what I'm getting here. Tom alluded to this, losing to Big 12 teams, TCU among them, and Dave Van Horn addressed that yesterday as well.
Well, I hope our guys are just focused in on trying to beat Washington State on the 14th in that weekend, but no, I'm excited to play those guys. The Big 12 has been really good the last few years and forever. I had the opportunity to coach in that league for 5 years, and to play TCU and Kansas State and Michigan. I'm sure they're just excited, number one, to get to play in a big league park. And, as far as who we're playing, obviously we haven't discussed any of that. So I don't have a feel on that. I think that more than anything that we know that we're going to get to play, and that's probably the most exciting part of it.
D3 Auto Sales text line offerings. Before we hit the break and talk to Zach on the other side, Bill Belichick, this person says from the 479, loading. That's annoying.
So he took the bus trip. Here's 3 movies with great bus trips. Major League, Slapshot, and what would be the other one?
Bull Durham.
Bull Durham, thank you. That's when he yelled at him for not knowing the words to the song.
Is it when they're in the bus the whole time, bus trip?
Women don't get woolly, they get weary.
They get weary. I hate it when guys don't know the words.
Took my parents to see Wolf of Wall Street. We walked out.
Oh man.
Boy.
Yeah, that was a little rough.
I went back and listened to Justin's take on officiating from the Texas game, and I couldn't agree more. Gross, and there has to be some form of accountability. It is annoying, isn't it, from the 770? I appreciate you. This person says, I don't know what you're talking about. Sometimes these guys confuse me. And it's also stuff we talked about a little while ago. I saw Wedding Crashers, this person says, with my dad when I was 14. There's a montage of a bunch of naked women. My dad just said, let's not tell Mom. That's a good dad right there. I don't think Maddox went home and told his mother that we went to see Uncut Gems, and that's probably just as well. This comes in from the 479. My text stuff is loading a little bit slowly. I apologize. But if you do want to send anything in, it's 501-661-1037. I wonder if it's my Wi-Fi. Are we having Wi-Fi issues here? Uh-oh. Philip Martin's here, too. Unless you thought Patrick Mahomes just walked in. It's not. A little history on Leon Barmore.
He was the coach.
I'm going to tell you.
Yeah, okay.
This guy says. He coached its high school championship at Bastrop before going to Tech. Calvin Natt, former NBA star with Denver Nuggets, was on that high school team. There you go. Good to know.
He was fierce, man.
I used to play pickup ball against Calvin.
Nice.
Did you?
Very strong.
Did you take care of him?
No.
Did you hold him down?
No.
Did you trip him? This guy says this is a mind trip movie, Annihilation. Never saw it. It came out in 2018.
Yeah. That's.
I told these guys I watched. Did you ever see the movie Hereditary with Toni Collette?
Elevated horror movie.
It is an elevated horror movie, but
Exactly.
it ends so unsatisfactory. Kind of like I compared it to Blair Witch without the shaky
That's
cam.
Toni Collette, right?
Yeah.
Toni Collette's
She was really good.
Yeah.
Who's the guy that's the lead in that? I think he's Irish. He was also in Usual Suspects. I don't know his name. Dark-haired guy, really dark-haired.
Is he in Miller's Crossing, too?
Could be. All right, we'll work that on the break.
Yeah.
When we come back, we're going to talk to Zach. That rhymed. Oh, I do want to mention, too, we've gone too far on the show. Real quick on other teams around the state. Little Rock men got a win at South Indiana yesterday, 74-56. They are tied with two other teams for second place in the OVC. They are on ESPNU this weekend against Moorhead, which is one of the top teams in the league as well at 9-4. So big game for them. Then they're home next week on Tuesday and Thursday. So if you're looking for something to do, on Tuesday they play SEMO, which is also a 9-4 team, so pretty critical. For the women, we talked about Arkansas's women, but how about the Little Rock women? Got a win on the road last night at Southern Indiana. They are 9-4. They're looking up, though, at 3-11-2 teams, so they got some work to do, but they're having a solid year. And then Central Arkansas yesterday, on the road, won by 11 over Jacksonville. 9 straight wins for Tony Kemper's team. They are balling out.
Man.
And we told you earlier in the week about how Arkansas State's getting it done. They are killing it up there in Northeast Arkansas with the men and the men and the women. So awesome stuff. We'll talk to Zach on the other side. It's 11:31.
Yeah.
And you're in the zone.
You are in the zone. And also got to tell you about some still great deals going on at Russell Chevrolet in Sherwood. I know we talked about season ticket holders. I guarantee you Ginger Russell and her dad will be at the game. They don't miss. All right, they really care about that team, and as much as they love the Razorback shoe, they care more about their customers in the community of Sherwood. They've been that way since 1963, making sure that they're going to put you in a vehicle that not only fits all your needs, but makes you comfortable as soon as you drive off the lot. And they want to make sure that customer service is so good that you tell your friends, you take your kids, bring everybody. It's a family environment over there at Russell Chevrolet. It's not going to be one of those situations you walk into somebody's house and making you feel pressure to do anything. That's not the case. They just want to give you the information and all the resources you need when it comes to making a very, very important investment into the vehicle that's going to get you from point A to point B. And then when it comes to those vehicles, I'm talking Chevys. They got the lineups, the Tahoes, the Silverados, the Trax, the Suburbans, anything you need with that Chevy emblem on it. They got it over there at Russell Chevrolet. They also got pre-owned cars all priced right now to sell. So you're looking for a deal, look no further than Russell Chevrolet. Great financing options to go with it. Check out their full inventory at russellchevrolet.com.
This is Sports Center.
Last night in college basketball, Wood Rock beat Southern Indiana 74-56. They were led in scoring by Jonathan Lawson, who had 19 points. Wood Rock will take on Moorhead State tomorrow at 1 p.m. Radio coverage can be heard on 106.7 Buzz 2. There was an upset as Ohio State beat 18th-ranked Maryland 73-70. They were led by Bruce Thornton, who had 31-5-6. Tomorrow in college basketball, Arkansas State takes on Kent State in the MAC Sunbelt Conference Challenge at 1. That game can be seen on ESPN+. Central Arkansas will take on Austin Peay at 4. Arkansas will go for their third straight conference win, hosting third-ranked Alabama at 7:30 on ESPN. Radio coverage can be heard on the Buzz. And on Sunday, the Super Bowl between the Chiefs and the Eagles will be at 5:30 on Fox. Radio coverage can be heard on the Buzz as well. I'm Christian Weaver with the Buzz Radio Network.
Highland Pellets is a leading producer of sustainable wood pellets based in Pine Bluff, Arkansas. They are committed to providing renewable energy solutions by transforming locally sourced wood into clean, efficient biomass fuel for global markets. Highland Pellets is a significant contributor to the regional economy, creating jobs, supporting local forestry, and driving environmentally friendly innovation. View open jobs such as heavy equipment operators, journeymen, apprentice electricians, supervisors, and millwrights. Apply online at highland-pellets.com.
It's your Razor Hog update on Out of Bounds with daily updates from the Hill. Presented by Bradford Marine and ATV. Huge factory discounts going on now. Save thousands on non-current inventory.
Hey, it's Brooke here, and at Chris Crane Hyundai, we've got a huge selection of pre-loved vehicles like never before. Late models loaded with new technology? Check. Payments to fit any budget? Check. Silverados, Civics, Broncos, and more. Check, check, check. Banks that love to say yes? You know it.
Our pre-loved inventory has never been better than now. Come visit your friends at Chris Crane Hyundai on Museum Road in Conway and online at chriscranehyundai.com.
the king of Arkansas sports talk, Randy Rainwater, for Bet Saracen.
There's big news in the mobile sports betting business. Bet Saracen was just named the 15th largest sports book in America. That's because Arkansans like to do business with a winner. Find all your winners on Bet Saracen. Download it today and look for my RR prop bet specials. I pick them, you win them.
Bet Saracen is Arkansas's favorite sports wagering app.
Gambling problem? Call 800-522-4700.
Hey, what's up? It's Kramer for Drive Time Sports. And Friday, Randy Rainwater and Rick Schaefer are live. The Crane Team Triple-Double, Fayetteville versus Springdale Harbor. They'll be joined by Neil Atkinson from Bet Saracen, Hogsports.com's Trey Biddy, and Hoop Scoop himself, Kevin McPherson, all live Friday. Drive Time Sports, 103.7 The Buzz.
If you're loving what you hear on The Zone, you should try our video stream on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, or Twitter, or X if you're a nerd. Now let's get back into The Zone.
What if I just can't discover? What if I'm just taking too long? I'm on, my vision is cluttered, stumbling on. What if I just quit tomorrow? What if I just tuck and run? If there ain't no land to follow, well, how will you know? What if I can't wait any longer? But I'm scared of letting it show. I know all this piled together, the beast is the moon. Maybe I'm all in without it. Maybe the nights are sharp and cold. Maybe it's harder to see when you cannot believe when no one.
Now, it's time to learn the biggest lines of the weekend. It's Better Bets with Oaklawn's Director of Sports Wagering, Zach Gillum. Oaklawn Sports, Arkansas's best sports betting app.
11:36. That's the time of the day, and it's time to head down and visit with Zach. And Zach, let's see, got some women's basketball to bet on this weekend. Maybe some darts. I can't really think of anything else big going on this weekend. You got anything?
Yeah, I don't know. There's not much on the board, you know. There's only 1,000 markets for this big game on Sunday that everybody's talking about. In addition to all the college basketball, darts, cricket, you know, whatever else you can think of.
Okay, I guess we can talk about the Super Bowl. Fine. Been trying to avoid it all day. I just can't get away from it. So, can you give us, I don't know how much of this you can share, but like, where is the energy happening? We are in more Kansas City than Philadelphia country. I'm guessing there's a lot of Kansas City heat happening, but people are kind of convinced that this Eagles team is the better bunch. Yeah. So what are you seeing down there?
Yeah, you know, I would say I'm happy. I feel like we're getting more Eagles action than I was maybe expecting. But that said, it's about 70% Chiefs at this time that I'm seeing. And then on the Super Bowl, the future market that we've had posted for over a year, same thing, heavy Chiefs there. So right now we'll be cheering for the Eagles. I know most of the fans will be cheering for those Chiefs. And it looks like, you know, that probably will continue. I don't expect that to change too much.
Yeah, if you look at the Oaklawn Sports app, you will notice that David Basil is picking the Eagles. That is his, and it says Baz's SB LIX pick. And it looks like Baz's SB Licks pick, which is weird, but it also kind of on brand. And for me, I'm going with the Chiefs. So let's talk about some of the more odd preps that have been added since we had you on last week.
Yeah, so there's been a lot
Or
going on
props,
the
I
board,
should
as
say,
we
not
said.
props.
Almost 1,000 markets up right now, and over 1,000 if you include the mixed sport, cross sport specials. So there are some options that take the Super Bowl or props from the Super Bowl and then combine that with another sporting event. And it goes into baseball, basketball, soccer, hockey, the Daytona 500. You have golf this week. So if you think Scotty Scheffler round 4 strokes, you can bet on which will be more, that or Travis Kelce's receiving yards, just as an example.
Okay. As far as, have passing yards moved much or rushing yards, anything that's moved significantly?
Nothing's moved too significantly. Right now, Jalen Hurts is still right there around the 200 number, 199.5 for the main option. Patrick Mahomes right around 250. He's at 249.5. Those are their total passing yards.
Okay, what else you want to hit on for the Super Bowl?
Yeah, so we also have the squares. I know we've hit on that, so that is on the board available. If you've not heard, you have a fixed odds version of the squares game available. You can bet with Oaklawn Sports. choose your square. You can do that for the end of the quarter, into the first half, into the third quarter, or the full game. And then there's coin toss. You want to bet on something that's going to settle fast. You can take heads, tails. You can take a team to win the coin toss. You can take a team and the outcome of the coin toss, so it's a parlay. There's many options there if you want something settling quickly. Some novelty offers we've talked about, but if you've not heard, we have a scoregami. That's if there's a score that has never occurred before. That's 20-1 if it's a yes. There's an octopus, so a player to score a touchdown, and then the 2-point conversion right after that. That would be 8 points for that player. So 12-1 on that market. That's the octopus. The big man to score a touchdown, and when I say big man, I mean offensive lineman to be specific. That yes is 20-1. So those are just some of the novelty offers, the coin toss. There's also end-of-game specials. You can look at what will be the last scoring play. Is it going to be a Chiefs touchdown, an Eagles touchdown, a field goal from one of the teams, or a safety? You can also take the final play of the game. What time will that occur? So there's actually a time market. When's the game going to end?
DJ's like, I hope early because I got to get home and get to bed.
Well, right now, DJ, we're looking at 9:15 for the over-under.
Okay. I'm down with that. Speaking of that, we're talking about all these fun ways to be a part of the game. What's that party going to look like come Sunday? I'll be there. What time I guess I should ask you, what time should I be there? What time is it going to kick off?
Oh, I thought you were going to be here early in the morning hanging out with me. No, I'm just kidding. So you can come on in whenever. I'll touch base on you when you're going to get here. I know most reservations are starting at 4.
Okay.
The game kicked at 5:30, so we'll have some fun pregame talk. And then we do have some drink specials, half price on appetizers until halftime. We will have the sportsbook in the main line open, so you'll be able to place your wager right there in the room with us. Almost 100 TVs available. We'll have them all on the Super Bowl, different angles. They'll have a lot of fun shots that we can put up throughout the room.
Yeah, I can't wait. Justin's belling on me, though. Zach.
No, that's not true.
Yeah, okay.
I'll be there for sure. I'll be there before you will be. Probably after, too. Hey, Zach, basketball. Don't have the Razorback line just yet?
Not just yet. I expect it will probably post within a half hour of us getting off this call, so keep your eye on the board. I see some of the games for Saturday starting to post. For instance, Texas A&M, Missouri just hit the board. Right now, Missouri a 2.5-point favorite in that one. So I do expect that will post, honestly, within a half hour, an hour, you'll see the Arkansas-Bama game on the board.
Okay. All right, Zach, we have to run. We got a bunch of stuff we got to get to, but I appreciate you. Listen, folks, if you just have an hour or 2 or 5 or 7 to kill, just go to Oaklawn Sports. There are 1 million things to bet on this weekend, just related to the Super Bowl, and then you've got college basketball and everything else going on. So plenty of options. It's a lot of fun. And the good thing is if you want to throw a few parlays together, you don't have to spend a bunch of money to win a bunch of money. So pretty cool stuff.
Men bet $1. And you mentioned basketball. We do have Arkansas now with these 2 wins. They're back on the board to potentially make the field of 68. The yes on that is plus 185. No. So if you think they're going to get hot and go on a run, right now you're getting plus odds on that. And one thing to keep in mind, too, with this being the Super Bowl weekend, you made a great point, Justin. Go ahead and download now. Check out the betting menu. Get prepared. If you have any issues, our chat's very easy to use. Average response time is less than a minute, and they are available about 18 hours of the day. Email is 24/7, so it's very easy to get in contact with us. If you have any issues, please reach out or come see us in the sportsbook.
All right, very good. Zach, have a great weekend and have an enjoyable Super Bowl, my friend. I hope you guys have a good time.
Thank you. You do the same.
All right, buddy. See you. That is Zach Gillum. I got a note here on our Whit Davis Lumber Plus live fan feedback. Justin, I've been asked this 10 times a day. 2 or 3 weeks ago, I said, I can't go 5 minutes without being asked about Landman. I can't go 2 seconds without being asked about what's the name of the movie you watched the other night. This guy says, I'm trying to kick the hardcore porn habit. He's easing his way in. It's like going to a methadone clinic. This is like who's the comedian? I think it was Bill Burr that said, he's like, it's like, when you quit doing coke, but you still smoke weed and drink for a while. You're just sort of easing your way out, right? You can't just stop everything cold turkey. This is a great way to transition out of hardcore films if you're trying to clean up your act.
Yeah.
You were the one that said Anora was a good film, so I watched it,
and I also said, it was a porno film.
I don't remember you saying that.
I did.
Part went right over my head.
I did.
I'm sitting there watching it with my 18-year-old son, Philip, and I do not want to watch those kinds of movies with my son.
Okay, but I warned everybody.
But did you like the movie?
Yes, I did. And
okay. Should it be nominated for an Academy Award?
I don't know. This year?
What's the best picture? Outside the Brutalist, what absolutely deserves to be there?
Nothing. I mean, it's Conclave. Conclave is the old style.
There's no hardcore sex in that, is there?
No. No.
No, there's
There's
not.
a no.
I like how he paused. He's like,
but one of the problems we have is movies have gotten so unsexy. You know, like
that one's not an issue.
No, not in this, not in Honora. But you know, like Challengers is supposed to be the sexy tennis movie. It's like, it's not. It's not a sexy movie at all. No. But anyway. But I did warn everybody about that.
Okay.
So has
Mikey
Justin.
Madison.
Justin's warned everybody now.
Yeah, of course.
Folks,
They know now.
yeah, and there's half the listenership going, I'll never watch that film, and then the
And
other
the
half are
rest
going,
we're
I can't wait
now.
to see it.
I think it's still playing, right?
It's the best $5 ever spent. No, just kidding. Anyway, yeah, this is something. Anyway, listen, I will tell you this. I believed every second of that. She was incredible.
Yes.
Is she nominated for an Academy Award?
Yes.
That was one of the best acting performances I've ever seen, and I'm not joking. I believed every second of that film. I never doubted her.
It's not going to win Best Picture, but she has a shot for Best Picture.
She was incredible.
Is she?
Mackie Madison. She was. Oh God.
You
She
remember
is-
the girl that
she
got
used to be
set
a
on
stripper?
fire in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
Oh, yeah.
That was her.
At the end of
That
the
was
movie?
her. Yeah. She was
Oh,
on a,
yeah, with a flamethrower.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Leo, yeah.
She had it coming.
That's her.
She had it coming.
Is this the way it's really going down? Is this how we say goodbye? Should've known better when we came around.
Hey, you want to know what really happened here in Hot Springs? I'm not talking, but there's a guy at 510 Central Avenue in Hot Springs, a wise guy. He'll tell you all you need to know, but not enough to get you whacked. Your hope. The Gangster Museum of America. TGMOA.com.
Experience the rich history of America's first resort at the Gangster Museum of America and the Hattery. Check out the Gangster Museum of America, 510 Central Avenue, 501-318-1717, or visit us at TGMOA.com.
Pickup truck, sports car, motorcycle, minivan, townhouse, two-story, farmhouse, fixer-upper. What you drive and where you live is different for everyone, so it's important to have insurance that fits your needs and is just right for you. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that, which is why our agents help you design a comprehensive auto, home, and life insurance plan. Insurance that fits just right.
See Shelter Agent Christy Pettit in Maumelle, Matt Cooper in Russellville, or Madison Buse in England.
Attention Arkansas homeowners, are you tired of that old, outdated bathtub? Replace it with a beautiful, modern, easy-access walk-in shower from Bath Makeover of Arkansas. Bath Makeover is Central Arkansas's trusted local source for custom bathing solutions installed in as little as 1 day. Backed with a lifetime warranty, featuring our revolutionary new laser-etched shower wall systems. Call Bath Makeover of Arkansas now at 1-800-NEW-BATH during our triple saving sale. You'll save 3 ways. First, save $1,000 on a new bathtub or shower. Second, ask about 18 months, no interest and no payment financing. Senior and military discounts. Third, purchase a new bath or shower and receive a $200 Target gift card plus a bonus. Call 1-800-NEW-BATH right now for a free $50 restaurant.com gift card with in-home estimate. Call 1-800-NEW-BATH. That's 1-800-NEWBATH.
Roger, did you know that Oaklawn Sports is the mobile app that lets you bet anywhere in Arkansas?
Anywhere, so I can bet the over when I'm in Dover.
Indeed you can.
I can take the underdog in Dogtown.
Absolutely.
You're telling me I can bet on the pigskin in Piggott?
Yep.
Hoops in Humnoke, baseball in Bauxite, long shots in Lavaca?
All of the above.
Anywhere, huh?
Anywhere.
Nice.
Easy to use and even easier to fund. Bet with confidence. Bet with Oaklawn Sports. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
This Sunday, join 103.7 The Buzz for the best football party in town. Watch the big game between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles at Boudreaux's Grill and Bar with Morning Mayhem's Roger Scott. Roger will have his bag of goodies to give away, and if you sign up before the end of the first quarter, you'll have a chance to win pizza for a year. Taylor Swift on the TV, Roger Scott and you at Boudreaux's Grill and Bar, watching the big game.
The Zone is back. We can't always promise we'll be on our A game.
There's a very low percentage of this that is smiles and glory holes.
But Justin Acri and DJ Williams will try their best to make it a smile and a glory hole day for you.
right, we're going to do Champs and Chumps here. It's 11:49. Philip Martin, the Pigskin's here. Christian Weaver, who had a spectacular week. DJ Williams, not bad. And Justin Acri.
Thank you.
Was all right, too. I'm going to break my own rule. Game balls, as many as you want. Jock straps, as many as you want. When we get to Friday, I need your number one and your number one. But I'm going to be a hypocrite and break my own rule today. Okay. My champ this week is easy. It is Dick Vitale, who is, and some of you are going to go, oh, I see it now. He's annoying as hell, and so are you. He was one of my inspirations, if not my inspiration, for getting into broadcasting, and he is back on it. And, I mean, I'm thinking 85. I'm probably good not doing any more games, but the man's passion for the sport is second to none. He's going to come back and do this weekend's game with Duke and Clemson. Duke on the road at Clemson, 5 o'clock on ESPN. And I won't be able to watch it, but I will maybe listen to a little bit on the way home. And he's been battling cancer for the last 3 or 4 years, and he's just a, I don't know. He's iconic. He is. I mean, he's great, and whether you like him or don't like him, he's an important part of basketball broadcasting history. And he was actually a really, really cool dude that came in. When he came in for the All Arkansas Preps thing, I got a chance to meet him, and it's one of my most cherished moments. It was really cool. So he's my champ this week. Good for him. I'm glad he's back.
His 77-78 University of Detroit team had 3 kids from Detroit that played in the NBA. John Long, Terry Durod, and Terry Tyler. They were tremendous. Could have been a Final Four team.
I got a 3-way tie for chumps. The Saints get my chump this week, as much as I hate to do it. It has nothing to do with football. If you didn't read the story in the Democrat Gazette, it was well written and really sad that people in their administration and their PR staff were working with the church in New Orleans about helping to sort of, I don't want to say whitewash, but sort of soften the blow of the sex scandal in the church down there. And it's really disgusting to me that as much as I love the Catholic Church too. I grew up in it, and but I like the Saints and I root for them. And for them to even think about being involved in something like that is just so off-putting. It's gross. Anyway, also on that note, people who are disgusting is the idiot who ran over the 2 NHL players. The guy's name is Sean Higgins, and the Gaudreau brothers, he hit them when they were biking. And his argument this week was they were drunker than I was. You really want to, I mean, you just want to take the direct express to hell. What a scumbag. They were drunker than I was. Well, they didn't run you over with their bikes, did they, stupid? And last but not least, we got to quit rewarding bad behavior. I'm over it. I'm done. Jimmy Butler, screw you. I hope you have a horrible time at Golden State. I hope you don't score at all, which is dumb because he's going to. Of course. He'll probably be great, but we got to quit rewarding this baby behavior from professional athletes. I'm tired of it. Screw you. And I used to love Jimmy Butler, but I'm done with him. That's me.
See, Riley's not putting up with it.
No, Riley's an old man. Yeah. Get out of here.
Get out. Get off my lawn.
Yeah.
Champ, I'm going to give one to, like you gave one to Dick Vitale, I'm going to give one to Hubie Brown. Hubie Brown, 91 years old. He's calling his final NBA game on Sunday.
Okay.
Philadelphia and Milwaukee.
Oh, I mean, grew up listening to Hubie do games. I love it.
Chump, a trade so bad, they got a jockstrap at the beginning of the week, and now they get a chump.
Yeah.
The Mavs, they're still a chump. And they always will be.
Okay, even if that trade and I can see a way that trade doesn't turn out to be that bad, why don't you shop around?
It makes no sense.
I don't get that. I mean, why do you keep it secret? I mean, it's like Rob Pelinka, he's got
mastermind.
some sort of,
Everyone's always, it's like, this is the worst trade ever. The Mavs are going to be terrible now. They're not going to be terrible.
No, they could win the title this year.
I don't think they will.
Oh, they could. They could win the title this year, and still the trade's bad. Still the trade's
I think
bad.
their odds are better with Luka than they would be with Anthony Davis.
But his point is, if they win it, it's still a bad deal.
It's still a bad trade.
Yeah.
Future kills you.
Yeah. That's right.
DJ?
I got a, I guess this is a chump. I'm not sure what this is, to be honest. I would say chump.
I like the ones we have to debate.
33-year-old woman from New York. She ended up having a relationship with a 19-year-old boy from Pakistan. Ends up traveling to Pakistan to marry this kid.
Champ so far.
Up on arrival, the kid's like, just ghost her. She knows it. She knows his address, so she set up camp outside the parents' home, waiting until they would come out and make sure that they marry her to their son. They said, this woman's crazy. We're not going to do it. Ends up not being able to get back to America, so now she's been there for over 3 months and has somehow became a sensation in Pakistan who has been orchestrating press conferences where the local media from Pakistan has set up her on a stage, and she's been demanding $100,000 to, I guess, revitalize Pakistan. This has been her thing. It's been going on for 3. It's the most bizarre thing ever.
So she wanted to marry the kid. Now she just wants to make Pakistan better?
That's right.
Make Pakistan great again?
That's her thing. Yes, that's her.
And Paga.
That's her thing. I don't know. Is that a game ball?
It's the bizarre ball.
Yeah. I don't know what that
DJ,
is.
I don't understand if you... Let's talk in the break about what Champs and Chumps actually is as a segment. I'm not sure that you're clear on that one. That's a what the hell story.
That sort of sounds like an Honora story, kind of.
That's a champ.
Quickly, the question has been asked this week, are Swifties going to turn on Travis Kelce? If you haven't heard, the president of these United States will be at the Super Bowl, and he will be the first sitting president to ever attend the game, which is surprising.
Really surprising.
But they figure, hey, security's going to be at a fever pitch with Taylor Swift there anyway, so you might as well just send the president, and we don't have to hardly do anything.
That's right.
Travis Kelce said, it's a great honor having the president there. It's the best country in the world, and that's pretty cool. Well, you know that Trump and Taylor have had their back and forth, and she supported, obviously, his opponents over the years. And there's a few of them, apparently, that are all got their undies in a bundle over the fact that Travis is excited about having the president at the big game for the first time in history. And they're like, no, screw him. And they're getting bent out of shape about it.
Well, he says the president. He doesn't say President Trump. He
but
doesn't
it is, yes.
I mean, I think that's the whole thing.
Maybe. But for some.
Yeah, I know.
That's not enough.
I know.
I think that's all I got. Got one other thing over here.
What is he supposed to say?
He's supposed to say, sure, whatever.
I would say nothing, but, you know.
Well, if you get asked everything, you can't really ignore it, I guess. One last thing here I'm going to leave you with. We played a clip about Lawrence Taylor this week. It's my favorite when he talks about having 41 beers at his draft day. Because it was his birthday this week. Bill Burr was doing, again, everybody's doing all the interviews this week because of the Super Bowl, and he told this story about Lawrence Taylor, which is hilarious and completely believable.
So I'm doing Inside the NFL. Phil Simms is on the show, and Lawrence Taylor is coming in. So it's Phil, Chris Collinsworth, Lawrence Taylor, and me. I mean, one of those classic, like, what in the hell am I doing here, right? So Lawrence hasn't showed up yet. So Phil tells me a story. I go, I can't believe Lawrence Taylor's going to be here. I mean, that guy, like, he literally changed the game, and I was just going on and on about him. He goes, you know what's funny about that guy? He goes, he didn't even know the names of the teams in the leagues. I go, get the out of here. He goes, yeah, one time we won some game. They were on the road, and they're on the team playing. They're all hyped. Lawrence is psyched, and Phil goes, yeah, hey, man, you know, if the Redskins lose, then we're going to be in first place in our division. And Lawrence goes, who's in our division? And Phil goes, you don't know who's in our division? And he goes, man, I don't give a And I'm thinking, like, that is the genius of him. Let's say, I don't need extra information in my head. You have a different uniform than me. I'm going to ruin your day. I thought it was a hilarious story, but as always, you know, you think maybe he put a little mustard on it or whatever. 10 minutes later, Lawrence Taylor comes walking in. Lawrence sits down and he starts telling stories. And in the middle of one story, he goes, we were down in New Orleans and we were playing the, Phil, what's the name of that team in New Orleans? And he goes, the Saints. He goes, we were playing the Saints. It was unbelievable.
100% believable, isn't it? 100% believable. DJ, you don't need any of that superfluous information. Just give me the basics. Who am I supposed to kill?
And that's it.
Give me the guy I'm supposed to get. Give me the number I'm supposed to tackle.
The rest is pointless.
Yeah.
Don't matter.
Do you think did you know every single mascot, every team, every division in the league when you were playing?
I mean, yes.
You knew it was in your division at least, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I knew everyone.
All right. But you didn't take as many shots
I don't know the
ahead.
divisions, though.
You don't know?
Not even now. I know who was in my division.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about now?
Vikings, Bears, and Lions.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay. You think you could name all the teams from all the divisions if we
No.
Christian can do all the NBA champions all the way back to the beginning of time, and you can't do that?
No.
Okay.
The circle of life includes death. From small estates to large probates to trust administrations, hire the Lions. There's no one better to protect your pride than our pride of legal lions. Life's a jungle. Be healthy, wealthy, and wise with Lion Legal. For exceptional communication and exceptional results, hire Lion Legal to come roaring to the rescue.
Hey, it's Brooke here, and at Chris Crane Hyundai, we've got a huge selection of pre-loved vehicles like never before. Late models loaded with new technology? Check. Payments to fit any budget? Check. Silverados, Civics, Broncos, and more. Check, check, check. Saints that love to say yes? You know it.
Our pre-loved inventory has never been better than now. Come visit your friends at Chris Crane Hyundai on Museum Road in Conway and online at chriscranehyundai.com.
103.7 The Buzz is your home for Arkansas Razorbacks basketball. Coverage is brought to you by Coffin by Design West, Bale Chevrolet, Blackman Auctions, Lion Legal, and Edwards Food Giant.
Game time or playtime, we're here all the time.
I wish you had more time.
103.7 The Buzz, KABZ, Little Rock. Buzz News with KARK's Claire Kreitz.
A new bill aims to help mothers and their babies. Governor Sanders introduced the Healthy Moms, Healthy Babies Act. It includes reimbursements for doulas and community health workers, Medicaid coverage for some forms of remote health care, and Medicaid will increase reimbursements for traditional deliveries and C-sections by 70%. It also establishes presumptive eligibility for pregnant women. However, something lots of people were pushing for is absent: 12 months postpartum Medicaid coverage. The Arkansas Crisis Center is set to launch its 988 text-to-chat service next week to prevent youth suicide. Suicide is the second leading cause of death for children ages 10 and older. ACC hopes having accessible crisis support for young people in need will reduce suicide rates. The new text-to-chat option offers immediate compassionate assistance for people in times of distress. It'll go into effect next Tuesday. This is Claire Kreitz for the Buzz Radio Network.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
A cloudy day and a slight chance of showers, a high of 51 degrees and a little breezy here in Little Rock. Tonight, cloudy, fog possible, and a slight chance of showers, an overnight low of 48. Now tomorrow's going to be a really warm day, up to 78 degrees. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Build My Future Central Arkansas is back April 3rd at the Conway Expo Center for a hands-on construction industry showcase. Students, try your hands at carpentry, plumbing, electrical work, heavy equipment, and more. Meet industry professionals and discover opportunities that could lead to high-paying jobs in the skilled trades. Teachers and administrators, the National Center for Construction Education and Research will be on site to help students learn how they can gain industry-recognized certifications and jumpstart their careers. Sign up now at buildmyfuture-centralarkansas.com.
Hey guys, it's Dee Dee from Ava Bella Day Spa. Valentine's Day is right around the corner, and we have this special for all of you lovebirds. How about a romantic indulgent spa package? The 60-minute massage and a lotion candle. That's our signature candles that the wax turns into lotion. All for $100. Plus, we have the Glow of Love, Forever Yours, and we also have memberships this year. Just go to avabelladayspa.com and choose what you like, order your gift card, and give it to your Valentine. Or come on in and get that complimentary candle. avabelladayspa.com.
The king of Arkansas sports talk, Randy Rainwater for Bet Saracen.
In Arkansas, 7 out of every $10 placed on a sporting bet app is with Bet Saracen, because Bet Saracen offers more ways to win and more ways to get paid, and faster. Find your winners on Bet Saracen and look for my Double R prop bet specials. I pick them and you win them.
Bet Saracen is Arkansas's favorite sports wagering app.
Gambling problem? Call 800-522-4700.
Hi, folks. It's Chris Zender here at Frank Fletcher Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sherwood. When you're in the market for a new Dodge Chrysler Jeep or Ram, we hope you give us a chance to earn your business. Here's some things to consider. Fletcher Dodge has been family-owned dealer here in Sherwood for over 25 years. We know how to take care of our customers to keep them coming back. Every Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram dealer pays the same price for their vehicles. It's the dealer that makes the difference. We'll give you the best deal up front. No haggling, no arguing. We make it easy to buy a new vehicle, and we'll pay you more for your trade-in. Compare our deal to anybody's, and you'll buy from us. Come see us today for the deal of a lifetime on new Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, or Ram. At Frank Fletcher Dodge, you always get the best price, the lowest finance rate, and more for your trade. And we promise you a hassle-free buying experience. We want to be your dealer for life. Shop Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood before you buy anywhere else. Just tell us what you're looking for and we'll make you a deal. Come see us in person at Fletcher Dodge on Warden Road in Sherwood, or shop online at FletcherDeals.com.
If you have a passion for adventure and unmatched quality, then head to Honda of North Little Rock for the best lineup of quality motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides. They have Honda's best models and will find the perfect ride just for you. That's Honda of North Little Rock, your family fun headquarters.
I'm excited about it. You know, these cutting-edge things that are new in medicine now, I'm all in on it. I'm all in on QC Kinetics. It works.
Henry Hinton decided to check out QC Kinetics regenerative treatments for his aching knees after seeing a close friend have amazing results without going under the knife.
I have a friend that started this, which is one of the reasons that I decided to do it. He could not play golf anymore, and he went to QC Kinetics and started having the treatments, and he's back golfing like 3 days a week. He couldn't play at all.
QC Kinetics gets you back to doing what you love, using your own natural biologics to help heal and restore damaged joints. Long-term relief that puts a guy back on the golf course.
You know, I've had one treatment so far, and I can already tell a difference. QC Kinetics works. I'm excited about it.
You're next. Start with a call to QC Kinetics.
Call QC Kinetics, 501-222-8440. That's 501-222-8440. 501-222-8440.
Have questions about retirement, investments, or your money? Call our financial hotline. Dial 501-381-5228 and leave a voicemail with your specific financial question, and our experts will answer it on the Get Ready for the Future show Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. Get your financial questions answered by the pros. 501-381-5228. Call now. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC. Investment advice offered through Independent Advisor Alliance. Independent Advisor Alliance and Genwealth Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Out of Bounds is on location this afternoon at Twin Peaks with a preview of Sunday's big game. Happy hour starts at 2 with great food and, as always, 29-degree draft brews. Out of Bounds this afternoon at Twin Peaks.
You're in the zone, coming to you live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studio. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only casino resort. Now, here's Justin Acri and DJ Williams on the Buzz Radio Network.
This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name.
It's going to be a short entertainment report because I have a long rewind. I don't want to brag. My rewind is enormous. You wouldn't believe the size of my rewind.
How big?
It's big, DJ, but it's wide and it's really long.
Wow.
Yeah, it's going to be a big rewind. Christian, is this the fattest rewind we've ever offered up?
The fattest, largest, girthiest rewind I've ever seen.
It really is. I don't even know, like, if I had to take it with me, I don't even think I could get my rewind out the door. I'd have to increase the size of the doorway.
The longest rewind ever.
It's so fat. It's going to be great. But we're going to start this hour with some sports anyway, even though we're tight on time, because I got to do this. I have a trivia question. We have tickets to the wrestling match to give away. So Little Rock Wrestling has got its biggest opportunity ever tomorrow, or at least at home. They're hosting the number 3 Oklahoma State Cowboys, and they are wrestling at, DJ, what time?
3 o'clock.
Correctamundo, sir. If you would like to be part of it, wear white. They're also going to hand out T-shirts while supplies last, but they're going to try to have the biggest crowd they've ever had. Strongly encourage you to go support Coach Erisman. By the way, the parking is free. The tickets are $7 freaking, but I'm going to offer you a couple of free ones right now if you answer my football question. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
You think you are? I don't want anybody in here blurting, especially you, Pigskin. We talked about the latest NFL Hall of Fame class and the fact that you can only have up to 5 modern-day guys per year. This year, they're like, we could put Eli Manning in as a 5th, but we're good with 4. So Eli gets to twiddle his thumbs until the future. It's the smallest class in 20 years. Why you wouldn't put 5 guys in every year, I don't know. But here we are. 20 years ago, smallest class ever. Well, at least the smallest class previous. 4 members. There were 2, this is my question, 2 quarterbacks. 501-661-1037. 1, here's your clue. 1 is a right-hander. 1 is a left-hander. That should narrow it down. Also, 1 is a top 10 all-time passing yardage guy. I think I have to double-check. And he is not modern era. By modern era, I mean they throw it every down. He was a little bit before that. But they were both very successful. 1 threw for way less yards, started way less years, but won a Super Bowl. The other one didn't.
So this is class of 05?
The Hall of Fame class of 05, yes. Hall of Fame class of 05. They were both drafted in the 80s. So those are your clues if you want to guess that at 501-661-1037. I don't see the phones lighting up, or maybe our audio is just not going.
2005 was 20 years ago.
People are looking it up.
I know. Doesn't that make you feel old?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'll tell you the other two guys. They are Fritz Pollard, the great Fritz Pollard, and Benny Friedman. Pigskin, this is where you jump in. Tell me about them.
Benny Friedman played at the University of Michigan, and he was a three-sport All-American, legendary.
Football,
baseball, and basketball. He was one of the great Jewish athletes of all time. So there you go.
Along with?
Well, Hank Greenberg, obviously. Sandy Koufax.
Koufax was the first one I thought
of. A couple of other guys,
Can-
Ryan Braun. So.
Can you think of an
Adam
athlete
Sandler.
that was elite at multiple sports and chose to go professional in the sport that he wasn't even the best at?
Yeah, Drew Henson, the Michigan quarterback.
He just
ended up
wanted to-
He wanted to play baseball. Steinbrenner gave him $17 million.
He
He
just liked
washed out
baseball
in
better?
AAA. He liked baseball better. Better football player.
He wouldn't have made $17 million at football probably.
He'd have
then.
made more than that. If he'd have come back for his senior year, he would have been the odds-on number one pick in the draft, might have won the Heisman, and would have made buku money.
How much money were they making back then, though?
Well, they were making more than $17 million. I mean, he'd have done well. He'd had a long
What did he
career.
make in baseball, you think?
He made
Was that his only-
$17 million on the initial contract, and he washed out in AAA because he couldn't hit the curve.
This is like Brewster's Millions. It's like, okay, listen, you can either have $30 million now,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
you can have $300 million potentially.
That's exactly what it was like. Yeah, it was.
I'll take the 30.
Yeah, if you ask him,
You
he'd tell
wuss.
you I picked the wrong sport.
Yeah.
He was the reason that Brady was on the bench part of the time.
Oh.
They played together at Michigan.
Aaron had time to look it up, or maybe he knew because he's smart. Let's get our answer and give some wrestling tickets away. Also, I guess part of the caveat here is you got to go on and watch the wrestling meet. Did I mention they have beer there? Aaron, what do you got for me?
Steve Young and Dan Marino.
Who was the first one?
That's Steve Young.
Yeah, that's correct. Very good,
Yeah.
Aaron. Steve Young and Dan Marino. Yes. What year was Young drafted? Was he before or after Marino?
Like 82 or something.
So the year before?
81, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he went to the USFL for a couple of years.
Yeah, the 83 draft was the nasty one with all those good quarterbacks.
I think his contract for the USFL, if I'm remembering right, was $40 million.
That's more than Drew Henson made.
For 40 years.
That's a
For
lot.
40 years,
It was like
yeah.
a Magic Johnson thing.
Yeah, it's one of those things. That
Yeah.
you-
I don't know what that means.
$25 million for 25 years.
Oh, is that Magic's
Yeah,
deal?
and Kareem came up to Bus and said, you took advantage of him. Okay? That's going to be undervalued, like Scottie Pippen's contract.
Yeah, that's true.
Today's entertainment report is brought to you by Bell & Sword Gentlemen's Clothing in Conway. Check them out on Facebook and Instagram, or stop by Bell & Sword's new and larger location at 1011 Oak Street.
El Guapo never misses. Because of Philip, everybody apparently listened to you better than I did last week. My mind's all over the place most of the time we're doing the segment. Because of Philip, I watched the Pope movie last Friday.
Yes.
Also known as Conclave.
Conclave.
Probably should have watched that Glory Hole movie like you and Maddox. Thank you, Jerry Jones.
Yeah, there you go.
This guy could have been my chump of the week, too.
Oh,
Marcus
crying game.
Jordan is on the list. Marcus Jordan arrested for getting his Lamborghini, I think it was a Lambo, right? Stuck on the tracks, stuck on a train tracks. You know how dumb and drunk you have to be to stick your car on train tracks?
You know who I am?
Jockstrap?
Yeah.
What's that?
Would that have been a good jockstrap?
He would have been a good chump this week for sure.
I mean, chump. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. We'll talk in the break. It's
Yeah.
okay. You only been here a year. Anyway, there's an update to the story. This is a Zone FU. I meant to get to this yesterday. He not only was challenging, becoming later difficult, then becoming incredulous, he apparently became demanding by the time it was all said and done. Cops say the 34-year-old Jordan was upset about the music playing at the facility when he got to the jail, claiming at one point he told them, "Can't you play some holiday music or some blank? Play some Mariah Carey up in this B." All I want for Christmas is you is going to lighten the mood, Marcus. By the way, I also realize this. And again, if you do this for a living, that's cool. I have no issue with that. But it's so lame. You know what he does for a living? He owns a memorabilia shop.
Oh, brother. So he sells his dad's old jerseys and stuff like
There's
that.
a picture from the front of the store, and all you see is a Jordan jersey. I'm like, so lame.
Little nepotiz.
You name drop your dad when you get arrested, and then you're selling memorabilia. You're so pathetic.
Just don't do anything.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Don't date
Just
Larsa Pippen.
Be a day trader. You know,
He's a douche. Anyway,
God.
I'm breaking my own rule. I don't even care today. I'm just all over the place. This is a podcast, so technically it's entertainment. Wes, I hear you out there. Don't start with me. Because Wes would always bring up sports stories in the middle of the entertainment report. It really pissed me off. Anyway, So, Shannon Sharp has become basically, for me, the most influential podcaster of all time. There are more clips, Christian, that we pull from his podcast than anything else. I love Joe Rogan. We don't use his clips. Shannon Sharp has got this podcast, and he gets all kinds of wild stuff on there, and he does another one with Ocho Cinco, and it is marvelous. So this week at the Super Bowl, they had James Harrison on. Now, I don't know if you've ever watched James Harrison work out, but he is a monster. He's a monster. Like, if there was one guy all time in the history of the NFL that I would not want to fight in the street, James Harrison would be way up there.
Yeah.
You back me on this?
I don't want to mess with him.
He is he is a freakish, strong athlete.
Looks like a silverback.
Yeah, he does.
I'm being honest.
I will not.
Big, wide, strong, big back.
Yeah,
I'm not touching any of that. But I know this. He runs like a deer. I saw him return a pick 90 yards for a touchdown in the Super Bowl one time.
Yeah,
and he can beat you to death, and he can run you down.
That's right.
And he's mean.
Well, Chad Ochocinco wants to fight him.
How he doesn't.
Chad Ochocinco has got the worst. No. There is no doubt in my mind he's got the most severe case of CTE in the history of the NFL. You must be outside. No. Chad Ochocinco must be outside of his mind. He's sitting there taunting this man. Philip and I are as far apart as these two are during this conversation. I'm like, you're lucky he didn't reach over and slap you out of your chair.
He said, you know where I'm from? You know where I'm from?
Listen to this nonsense.
People look at size and they determine wins and losses based off size.
Yes!
You saw David and Goliath. Remember that story, right?
Man, that was the Bible.
Remember that story? Remember what happened
You ain't in there.
Huh?
Yeah. You not, don't do
worry
that.
about it,
Don't
man.
try
All right,
to paint yourself up to be
You
David.
read the Bible?
Yeah, I read, but
Well,
you ain't.
do you read the Bible?
Neither one of us is David.
Do you read the Bible?
Yes, neither one of us is
Start
David.
reading.
He done got good.
This ain't no
I'm
joke.
no Debo,
Hey,
though.
y'all take my life for a joke. My
Hey,
life ain't no joke. Oh, my kids, I'm gonna you up.
I just need you to see all that. All that crazy. All that crazy. I'm gonna bust you in your mouth. Call me up. I'm like, oh Lord, what's going on?
I put that on my kids.
Hey.
You know I don't play by my kids. I got 200 of them.
I got you, but
Right.
you good. Boy, you good.
I'm gonna show you I'm good.
No, you really
in the
good.
octagon, I'm gonna show you I'm good.
Hold on.
Oh my God.
What you got, dude?
You got something to say?
Listen, man. I accepted my Lord and Savior in August of this past year, man. I was baptized.
You are?
Yeah.
Well, mine ran off. I gotta get baptized.
See, what you about to make me do is go totally outside what I said I was
Of your
gonna
character,
do.
right?
No, listen, man. I think I might. I've been trying to hold this thing inside of me for a long time. Because ever since I got fined by Roger Goodell for $75,000, I've been wanting to kill somebody. I think you might be the person. I
That's
think
fine.
God done brought you
That's
to.
fine. That's fine.
I think that's what he
That's
did.
fine. Whatever you want to do.
You know?
Matter of fact, if you beat me, I add a $75,000 to your purse if you beat me. How about that?
Damn.
So you get your money back. That's how serious I am.
Oh, you gonna give me that?
I give it back.
You might as well just write that right now.
You got me up, man.
David beat Goliath with a slingshot.
Whoa.
I would allow you. I would offer this. Chad Johnson can bring any weapon into the ring he wants outside of a gun, and James Harrison will beat him to death.
Yeah.
Yes.
Unless he hits him in the head with a rock going 100 miles an hour like David did with Goliath, he has no shot at this.
He better spend a long
He
time
might be
practicing.
I've seen people in the psych ward with more of a toehold on reality than that guy.
My favorite thing is James is just sitting there going like,
If he had DJ outside the ring with a blow dart gun on his side, he's not beating James Harrison.
Right.
You got to be real accurate.
James is enormous.
Harrison reach out and catch it. He catch a missile.
He's so big. Chad said he's 200 pounds.
And what he said about I've had something inside of me. He means that.
Yeah.
He's got a side to him.
exactly.
And so he don't
Isn't
want
that crazy?
any part
There's
of
something
that.
dark in there. and he's
Chad
like,
obviously does not like his kids.
That is not the fight I want to see.
Ain't no way.
All 200 of them.
That's not. Maybe he's got a big insurance policy. He wants to get him paid.
Is that what it is?
Maybe so. He could probably take out a $5 or $10 million one. I don't know who would win this one, but it's a fight I actually would want to see. That's a fight I don't want to see. I want to see Kendrick Lamar and Drake in a UFC fight.
God.
Yes.
That would be entertaining. Kendrick elaborating this week or enlightening us on what the beef is all about. Because I know you're interested, and you're going to hear about it during the Super Bowl halftime, I promise you.
I think from day one was to always keep the nature of it as a sport. I don't care how much you look at it as far as as a collaborative effort, that's cool too, but I love when artists grit their teeth. I still watch battle raps. I still watch Smack URL from Murder Mook to Lux to Tay Rock, my bro Daylight. this has always been the core definition of who I am, and it's been that way since day one. So I don't think it was a thing for this year. It was always just a continuum. And what I will say about this year, it was more from a space where I think a lot of people was putting rap to the back, and you didn't see that. You didn't see that grit. You didn't see that bite anymore. So I always took that in consideration in going into any type of my music.
That's interesting. So I hope this makes sense, right? You know, we've been following your journey for about 15 years, and you have been so consistent in the messaging and the focus, like you said, and you've always moved with integrity. So in a lot of ways, I feel like we thought we knew exactly who you were as an artist in a positive way.
The AP most valuable.
Oh, no. I bumped it.
Oh.
Well, that's all you get. Sorry. Did he say anything interesting after that?
No, not really. I mean,
Okay.
Compared to the clip before, that was snoozer.
Yeah. Come on, Kendrick, get out there and tell him. I hope he lets it rip on Sunday. All right, let's do birthdays quick, and then we will hit our break and come back, and we got a pretty lengthy rewind. Again, I don't want to brag, but we do.
Birthday Trivia in the Zone is brought to you by Brewski's Pub and Grub. Your home for lunch, happy hour, and late night. With locations in Little Rock and North Little Rock. Come get your grub on.
We're doing birthdays. I don't know if you think we're going to break. We're not. We're going to do birthdays now. You ready? Get in here. Okay. Christian, what do you want to give away since we gave away our wrestling tickets?
Brewskis.
Okay, that actually makes sense. So here's the deal about Brewskis. They are taking reservations for the big game, Little Rock, North Little Rock. They're also doing first 100 fans at each location, downtown and North Little Rock. There's a raffle ticket being given away with prizes that include a Bluetooth speaker, concert tickets, and somebody's getting out of there with a 55-inch television. Better ask for a friend to help carry that one out. You can email brewskisgrub@gmail.com for both locations if you want to reserve a spot and have a crack at winning. All right, so we're going to give away a Brewskis gift card that you can also utilize while you're there. 501-661-1037. Come on and get some.
Get your grub on.
Get your grub on, Pigskin. That is exactly right. DJ, how are you? You all ready for the big game?
The Super Bowl?
Yes.
Yes.
Are you going to do trivia or anything while you're down at Oaklawn?
Like I said, I need to talk to them about it. Like I said, it's I'll be emceeing the evening. You know, be on the mic. Got some friends coming in town, talking about the game, a couple stats, and what I think the players are going to shine, and just stuff like that. Getting people engaged.
If you're at either Brewski's location this weekend, more likely downtown, you might run into a guy named Baron Davis. He is better known around town.
What?
Baron Davis.
Better known around town as Smokey.
Good point guard.
Oh my gosh.
Smokey's celebrating a birthday today. So if you see Smoke today, give him a hug and tell him happy birthday and buy him a shot. He'll appreciate it. He'll probably be drunk by noon.
So many.
Oh, it's already noon.
Smokey.
He's probably drunk. Yeah. Happy birthday, Smokey, and also my buddy Claude Cousins, who is the tallest man in the mortgage business in the world. He is. He's like 6'8". He's gigantic.
It's up there.
There may be a 7-footer doing it, but
I haven't seen him.
Yeah. Anyway, happy birthday, Claude. Anyway, here we go. I need one more player. I got Mike. You're with DJ. Lee. You're with Philip. Tony. You're with Christian. Pigskin. You're a man without a country.
That's true.
Let's do it. All right, we'll get started.
Yeah, I'll just put fourth on hold.
Okay. This guy is an actor. He actually was mentioned on the show today because of who he married at one point.
Tom Cruise.
Ashton Kutcher.
Ashton Kutcher.
Ashton Kutcher.
How old is Mr. Mila Kunis today?
52.
47.
Bingo bango, Philip. You really squeezed that one out. This guy's a former college basketball player and coach. Didn't have much success with the latter.
Patrick Ewing.
He's now in the NBA as an assistant.
Corliss Williamson.
He is a member of the Fab Five.
Jalen Rose? No.
Jimmy King.
No. Ray Jackson.
The other guy.
The
light-skinned guy.
The one we haven't.
Are you serious? Are you kidding me right now?
No,
Chris Webber.
You know this.
Juwan Howard.
Jeez Louise.
Man,
there
Chris
we go.
Webber's already been mentioned. Yes.
I named 3 guys on the bench.
You complained about him for 5 years, and now you don't remember his name?
I'm trying to forget
You blocked him out.
I was in therapy.
How old's Juwan? That's the least of your problems.
Did you say he wasn't very successful in the NBA?
No, I said he wasn't very successful as a coach in college.
Played 17 years.
Juwan, how old, Philip?
48.
Christian.
49.
Pigskin.
51.
50?
2.
Yeah, that was 30 years ago. Yeah. Now
This guy's a comedian and actor.
Bill Burr.
New Jack City, Boomerang, The Immortals.
Chris Rock.
Chris Rock is right.
Chris Rock.
How old is he, Philip? Oh, I'm sorry, Christian.
Chris Rock is 56.
Chris Rock is 56. He says no.
Pookie is 60.
He is. Bingo, bango. Good job. This guy is a former two-time MVP, probably in most people's opinion.
Steve Nash.
Should have won no more than one. It is Steve Nash. How old is he today?
Steve Nash.
You're in fuego today there, boss.
It's 54.
Nah.
52.
No.
51.
Phillip. Bingo, bango, Philip. Very nice. Pigskin and Philip, two-man race here. Let's see here. What's an obvious one? There's so many.
Oh, boy.
He's got a lot of songs. I'm not the biggest fan, but I got to appreciate him. I've seen him in concert, though. He country.
Blake Shelton.
Jason Aldean.
Garth Brooks.
Garth Brooks. You think I've seen Jason Aldean? No. I'm actually surprised I saw
can't
Garth
believe
Brooks.
I was going to say that. I saw Chris Gaines.
I was dragged, but not kicking and screaming.
Chris Gaines.
How old is Mr. Brooks today?
Sad song.
Come over and dance with me.
Let's go 62.
No.
63.
Bingo, bango, Philip.
I was going to guess 62.
Yeah.
I was.
8-6. Philip's in the lead. You guys can sit this one out.
All right.
Pigskin, there's a couple left here. This guy is a former Georgia quarterback.
Buck Ballou.
Who went to the NFL.
Fran Tarkenton.
Fran Tarkenton. I've already said that.
Matthew Stafford.
Oh, Matthew Stafford.
Yes.
Still not Fran Tarkenton. How old's Matthew Stafford today?
Birthday earlier this week.
Was what?
37.
Birthday earlier.
You're right. That's right. 37, bingo, bango. Wow, you were really on fire today.
Wait. Fran Tarkenton's birthday was yesterday?
It was this week.
It was this week? Yeah, okay, yeah.
I think it might have been the other dudes, too, the one that he got traded for. The Lions quarterback.
Jared Goff?
I mean, the Rams quarterback, yeah.
Norm Van Brocklin.
Maybe. Last but not least, this guy's an actor.
Roman Gabriel.
I looked this up, and you guys will appreciate this. This is your education part. Now, you guys may not be educated by this, but a lot of our listeners will. This man played the same character on two different shows and won an Emmy Award on both of them. No.
He did.
Well, I'm not done yet.
Okay.
We're going to get to the whole list in a second, but I'm going to tell you about this guy. He was also in the movies Wall Street, Less Than Zero, Pretty in Pink, Mannequin.
Oh.
The Blacklist. He was on television.
James Spader. James
Spader. By a nose.
You should have said Avengers Age of Ultron.
How old's James Spader?
63.
He is not 63.
65.
He is 65. That was a brilliant performance.
Good grief, Philip.
Lee, congratulations.
I got a bunch of them right and lost.
Did I get James Spader?
Yes.
Oh,
I
you dominated.
did. Okay.
You dominated. It was a complete.
By a nose.
You dominated.
Okay,
You won,
I wasn't sure I got
You won
that.
11-7. It was
You got
not
a
even close.
bunch of bingo bangos.
Valerie Harper set
Those
the
were
precedent.
lucky.
She played Rhoda and
Yeah.
was on the Mary Tyler Moore Show.
Correct.
Yeah.
In the nearly 5 decades since, 11 more actors have joined her group. Cloris Leachman and Ed
Bunch of
Asner
them.
for their roles on the Mary Tyler Moore Show. Went on to play Phyllis and Lou Grant.
Laverne and Shirley. They were in Happy Days in Laverne and
That's
Shirley.
true.
Yes.
Did they win in it?
No, I don't know. They won.
Robert Guillaume, I did not realize played
Benson.
Yes, but he also played on Soap before that as
right.
Benson Dubois.
Yeah.
Vicki Lawrence on
Mama's Family.
Mama's Family and
Mama.
Carol Burnett's.
Yeah, that's right. And then Eunice, I guess, was her show after that.
Yeah, but it's Mama's Family.
That was the role, but she
By
had
a different name. Yeah.
she had different shows.
Right.
Kelsey Grammer, obviously, for Cheers, and then Frasier.
Frasier.
And then they mentioned, William Shatner, which I didn't realize. Everybody that was on The Practice and then was on Boston Legal.
Oh, okay.
Which Spader was also in that role, in that realm. Moved on. So anyway.
Good get on Ed Asner. That was
There were a lot of those folks.
Yeah,
I didn't realize that
Asner was
so
a
common.
powerhouse.
All right, quick break. We're going to come back in a second, and we will give you this lengthy rewind we've been bragging about.
Sure.
The folks at UMS are here to help. Pigskin, I'm looking at you. Get it together. I'm sick of this. You know what I do every day? I say,
going on?
he's got a shoulder hurt.
Oh, you got to take care of
I
that.
got a bad wing.
I've been telling people, look, if you're hurt, quit being in pain and go get it fixed. You too.
Yeah, I am.
His left, your right. Go on. They probably give you a hell of a deal. 2 shoulders for the price of one. 501-686-8674. I can't even tell you two apart. You guys might be the same guy. Listen, living in pain is stupid. That's why we have insurance and good doctors, especially around here.
Advil.
Oh, I hate to yell at you guys, but come on. The Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UMS Health is the most specialized of its kind in Arkansas, helping patients to the latest technology and the most innovative care available anywhere. Shoulders, ankles, knees, and toes.
I have visited that hospital several times. It's like going into the future. It's so nice.
Well, listen, preacher, heal thyself. Go
It's
see
incredible.
somebody that can fix you.
No, I want to visit
knucklehead.
people. I don't want to be a patient.
Well, listen, you can get all the Jesus you want, but he's not going to fix your shoulder. You can pray for it, but pray for the doctor to fix you right. Go see our friends at UMS. Quit being silly. Sitting around here being in pains. Nonsense. 501-686-8674. The doctor will see you now. Now. Make your appointment. That's your job. He'll do all the rest. Jeez.
Centennial Bank presents Dan Hampton when he joins Morning Mayhem each week this football season. Centennial Bank, banking with you in mind. Member FDIC.
This is Sports Center.
Last night in college basketball, Wood Rock beat Southern Indiana 74-56. They were led in scoring by Jonathan Lawson, who had 19 points. Wood Rock will take on Morehead State tomorrow at 1 p.m. Radio coverage can be heard on 106.7 Buzz 2. Nationally, there was an upset as Ohio State beat 18th-ranked Maryland 73-70. They were led by Bruce Thornton, who had 31, 5, and 6. Tomorrow in college basketball, Arkansas State takes on Kent State in the MAC Sunbelt Conference Challenge at 1. That game can be seen on ESPN+. Central Arkansas will take on Austin Peay at 4. Arkansas will go for their third straight conference win, hosting third-ranked Alabama at 7:30 on ESPN. Radio coverage can be heard on The Buzz. And on Sunday, the Super Bowl between the Chiefs and the Eagles will be at 5:30 on Fox. Radio coverage can be heard on The Buzz as well. I'm Christian Weaver with The Buzz Radio Network.
Edwards Food Giant presents Razorback Baseball color analyst and Drop Time Sports co-host Rick Schaefer every Tuesday morning on Morning Mayhem. Rick will share his special take on Razorback sports with the guys each week. Edwards Food Giant, the meat people, the only stop you'll ever have to make for your family's groceries.
Robert Irwin Jewelers Valentine's Day sale going on right now. Get a dozen free roses and chocolates with your purchase of $99 or more. Bigger, brighter diamonds, better prices, 5 locations or online at rijewelers.com. Free financing.
Spring forward with real unlimited data from Straight Talk this tax season and get a free Samsung Galaxy A16 5G or Moto G Power 5G 2024 with select plans. So you can stream games during Mad March hours, check the weather for April showers, and watch gardening videos about May flowers. Straight Talk, real unlimited data. Available at Walmart and StraightTalk.com. Offer valid through 4/15/25. Taxes and fees apply. Requires purchase of single line gold unlimited plan or higher. For network management practices, visit StraightTalk.com.
O'Reilly. Check engine light on? Take the guesswork out of your check engine light with O'Reilly Veriscan. It's free and provides a report with solutions based on over 650 million vehicle scans verified by ASE certified master technicians. And if you need help, we can recommend a shop for you. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
It's the best time of the year here in Arkansas. Playoffs, hunting season, basketball tip-offs, and so much more. You know it. The Crane team knows it. From pickup and delivery to service after the sale, every vehicle with the Crane team name is committed to your satisfaction. And with 17 locations in America's favorite brands, you can worry less about how you'll get there and just enjoy the moment. Visit us today or shop at over 3,500 new vehicles online at craneteam.com.
Who will be the newest recipient of the Broyles Award? 103.7 The Buzz has you covered. On Thursday, the Zone will be on location at Oaklawn with a preview talking to the finalists. On Thursday night at 7, don't miss the Broyles Award banquet live on 103.7 The Buzz. Then on Friday, Morning Mayhem on location with a recap of the festivities. It's the 2024 Broyles Award banquet brought to you on The Buzz by UAMS, Homer's Ace Hardware, Fence Brokers, and Jones & Son Fine Jewelry.
Welcome back to The Zone. Our goal each day is to entertain,
Are you not entertained?
inform,
I am the smartest man alive!
and make you laugh. Let's see what the guys have in store today.
Good work. Nice. If you missed the Patrick Mahomes laugh, I bet you hear it again soon. His favorite color is green. That's right, the man who sounds just like Kermit the Frog. You got a little bit of Mahomes in you.
I saw that, yeah.
You ever get that?
No.
People ever tell you sound like Mahomes a little bit?
No, I get the Ray Romano. That's the thing.
Ray Romano. You guys are all in the same boat.
Yeah.
I couldn't pick the 4 out of your voices out of a lineup. All right, 12:34. Let's get to the rewind. It was fun. What a week.
Now it's time to look back. It's the best interview and show moments of the week. It's the Zone Rewind.
Well, we are children. We did a lot of childish things this week. At least DJ did.
What?
Patrick Mahomes.
My favorite color is green. Green, and that's always been my favorite color. St. Patrick's Day, it worked out perfectly. My favorite color is green.
So good.
Green, and that's always been my favorite color. St. Patrick's Day, it worked out perfectly.
That's hurtful.
We had fun. Yeah. And this is from the Super Bowl Media Day yesterday, DJ. I did not make this up. This is a literal, this is not AI.
My favorite color is green. Green, and that's always been my favorite color. St. Patrick's Day, it worked out perfectly.
It's not that easy being green. It seems you blend in with so many other ordinary things.
He did that on purpose.
No,
that was
and
natural.
People tend to pass you over.
Okay, let me hear it again.
My favorite color is green. Green, and that's always been my favorite color. St. Patrick's Day, it worked out perfectly.
Who's the NBA guy that did it a couple years ago?
That
Kawhi
rivals the Kawhi laugh.
Yeah, but it's just the fact that his favorite color is green and he sounds like Kermit.
Yeah.
He does, but he sounds like Kermit talking.
My favorite color is green. Green, and that's always been my favorite color. St. Patrick's Day, it worked out perfectly.
Or important, like a mountain, or tall like a tree.
That's good.
I was dying this morning. I was cracking up. I was like 6 in the morning.
I can listen
I'm
to
sitting
that
there
all day.
I'm just laughing my head off.
Give me one more time.
My favorite color is green. Green, and that's always been my favorite color. St. Patrick's Day, it worked out perfectly.
I'm green, and it'll be fine.
Oh, that's amazing.
Thank you, Patrick. You're so wonderful.
And I think it's what I want to be.
Yeah, it is. Oh, my face hurts. All right, well, that was fun. Patrick was pretty upset this week about Luka being traded as well. Shifting to the NBA. We saw a guy, that video went viral. He told his professor that he could name every NBA champion all the way back to the beginning of time. And the guy said if he could do it, he'd give him 100% on the final. He did it. Christian said, big deal. And we sat him right in your chair, Philip, and we had him rattle him off. Because he said he could do it too.
Okay.
Christian heard this dude, and he's like, I think I could do that back to a certain period. And then he studied up on a couple for one day, and he's like, okay, I think I got it now.
It's insane.
All right, so here we go. So, Christian, DJ's going to fact check you, and we're going to start with last year's champion and go all the way back to the beginning of time, and let's see if you can, in fact, do it under the pressure
if you hear Bill
of live radio. Okay.
Bill?
Okay.
Yeah, we need to get our buzzer back. Randy's apparently got one in his box of tricks at home, but he hasn't brought one in yet.
We don't have a buzzer anymore?
No, it's a long
Good.
story anyway.
Thank God.
I know, it's kind of annoying.
All right, here we go.
All right.
Celtics, Nuggets, Warriors, Bucks, Lakers, Raptors, Warriors, Cavs, Warriors, Spurs, Heat, Mavericks. We're in 2000. We're in 2009 now.
2010.
2010. Lakers, Celtics, Spurs, Heat, Spurs, Pistons, Spurs, Lakers, Spurs. 98.
98.
Bulls, Rockets, Bulls, Pistons, Lakers, Celtics, Sixers, Celtics, 79.
79.
Supersonics, Bullets.
77.
Trailblazers, Celtics, Warriors, Knicks, 72.
72.
Lakers, Bucks, Knicks, Celtics. Is it the 76ers here?
Mm-hmm.
And then we got Celtics all the way back to 1959.
Wow.
Yep.
Yes.
58 is the Hawks, Celtics, Warriors, Nationals.
That's Syracuse for those who don't know.
Yeah, they became the 76ers. But Lakers, Royals, who are now the Kings. Lakers.
Minneapolis.
Yes, Minneapolis Lakers. Are we in 1948? Bullets, Warriors.
That's my dude. Insane. That's my dude right there.
Oh,
very impressive.
Lovelet there, yeah.
That's why they call him the Wizard.
Oh.
Or the Rain Man. Rick Pitino is neither. They got a huge game tonight. I don't know what I'm doing when I get to Clarksville or Tennessee because, well, there's not much else to do. I'm going to be watching UConn and the St. John's Red Storm. They are balling out right now.
Yeah.
Say what you want about Patino.
Coach.
He's the more likable of the two characters, I think, tonight.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say it. Wow. He gets very frustrated when his team doesn't make free throws.
You control yourself with. I know the free throws, you just ignore it and keep plugging.
Yeah, inside, I want to kill myself. Outside, I just say, that's okay, we're going to make the next one.
The league itself. I mean, you've been around the country. It's so competitive. What a great effort by their club. Understaffed, foul problems, but you rose to the occasion.
Shock is a terrific coach. Marquette's a great program. You look at the Garden, Billy. You know it back in the old days. This is what St. John's was all about with Louis.
Right.
So we got it back. Now we can't lose it for the rest of our lifetime.
Well, I hope they roll UConn tonight. I will say that.
Yeah.
If you watch the Arkansas-Texas game, the second half officiating was questionable. So the final count, you know what the final count was?
There was 63 free throws, I believe. Arkansas shot 37 of them?
Arkansas shot 35.
35, sorry.
27 of them they made. They shot 27, 20 they made. But here's the foul count. 24 fouls called on Texas, 23 fouls called on Arkansas. You're doing too much. You're trying too hard.
Take the whistle out.
And I'm sorry. Here's the other thing, too. Let me just say this. Really nice player. Just was the player of the week. But Trey Johnson, just because he flails around when he runs in the lane and throws up some garbage and flails his arms around and falls to the floor
And they were falling
like he
for
was
it.
shot, sniped from the top row, doesn't mean it's a foul. It's not. It's embarrassing. Have a little common sense and see through the crap. It was gross, and it pissed me off because it ruined the game. It was like, dude, you got to get a clue out there, fellas. So, really embarrassing performance by the three officials. Bart Lennox, Steven Anderson, Jeb Hartness. Crap job last night, boys. Crap job. If you would disagree, send your letter to the editor.
Yeah.
But you know I'm right.
You are right.
I got to talk about cash anyway, Christian, because it's about that time. So I think we'll let this serve as our plug. DJ and I had an exquisite dinner there last week, boys. Pigskin, Philip, both of you would have enjoyed this meal we had. It was amazing. It was, well, I'll let my clip from earlier in the week tell you. But it led me to the point where I'm like literally begging the chef to leave it on the menu. It was a special. You ever been to a restaurant where you're like, man, this special's so good, I need you to have it on the regular menu?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was me.
You okay? Fine. What's up? Came here to let you go. Pardon me? Came here to fire you, Jerry. It's real. You should say so.
Tough moment for Jerry Maguire. Why did I play that clip coming out of the break, you might wonder? Because I want to talk about cash, and you're not going to want to fire anybody when you go there. But there's also a scene in that where he goes, help me help you. Help me help you. I need you to help me.
Yes.
Help me. Okay? Okay?
Yeah.
Here's what I need you to do. The next time you're in there, or if you are willing to go by there, I want you to get a hold of Chef Payne Hardy.
Okay.
And I want you to do what I did on Friday night.
What'd you do?
I want you to beg him to put their special from Friday night on the regular menu. Rush, if you're listening. Chef Payne Harding, if you're listening. Anybody that works at Cash, if you're listening. Anybody who dines at Cash, if you're listening. Anybody who's ever stepped foot in the vicinity of Cash, if you're listening. I beg of you, please tell the chef to put it on the menu. Help me! Help me! Help me! Help me!
You're technically helping them too.
It is
good.
Amazing. And the food there is
What
so
was
good.
it? It was like a...
I'm going to tell exactly what it was.
Okay.
It was a very light, dainty, lovely, beautiful al dente fettuccine with a Cajun cream sauce with crawfish and grilled shrimp. And as if that weren't enough,
What?
lying on top of this beautiful collection of flavor was a red snapper grilled to perfection. It was an incredible dish. An incredible dish. Oh.
It's a special, right? Limited time? He's not okay?
I'll have what I'm having.
That was
It
good,
was
right?
unbelievable good. And I'm so glad the chef came out. And I almost got on my knees and said, please don't make this a special. Please, let's have this every week. I'll come in once a week. I'll get it for lunch. I'll get it for dinner.
Yeah.
I'll buy two and have one for a snack.
Ooh.
It's so amazing. Anyway.
Why would it just be, you think it's a season thing?
What season?
I don't know,
Fettuccine season?
Red snapper?
It is crawfish season.
In crawfish? That's probably a thing.
Yeah, but if he does it all of crawfish season, I'll go back there and eat it once a week.
You can do it without the crawfish, right?
You could. It'd still be very good.
It's good.
And you can look. You want to use frozen crawfish, Chef? I don't care. Anyway, if you sorry, that's my rant over. Oh my gosh, seriously, it's one of the best 5 things I've ever eaten in Little Rock.
Good.
It was so good. It was literally one of the top 5 dishes I've had in Little Rock, and I've had a lot of great food in this town.
Dang.
So that's my praise. 501-850-0265 if you need an event space, you need cash. You like free valet parking? Cash. Don't forget your little key card at home if you drive a Tesla. And if you want to make a reservation, you can do it online at CACHELittleRock.com. I made reservations for us. It was lovely. They were all ready for us. Mr. Williams and whoever you are, please, I'll show you to your table. Mm-hmm. Everybody in the place. Hi, DJ, love DJ. Yes, I went 2 places with him this week. It sucks. It's like, I will never fly with DJ.
Justin says he has an aggressive look all the time.
That's not true.
It's intimidating.
I'll never fly with DJ because it'll be like in the Democrat Gazette the next day.
And I would lean my seat back just a smidge.
Do people ask you for pictures?
Oh, all the time. It's ridiculous.
I got asked for a picture last night.
Oh,
okay.
No, I was up at the Arts Center, and this woman comes up and goes, Philip, you want a picture? She asked me the phone, and I have to take a picture of her and her girlfriends. Mm-hmm. Is what she wants. You know? So I actually did it.
You're a big deal.
There we go.
Yeah.
Well, probably from the time on the show and all the social media we give you. Because it ain't for the money. But anyway, you don't ever fly with somebody way more famous than you. That's the point. Because for me, like, even in death, it would bother my ego. They'd be like, Acme Airlines Flight 17 went down last night. World famous athlete and broadcaster DJ Williams, star of the 4th and 5 podcast, was part of the accident and tragically died. And a few other people did as well.
Oh my God!
So ... bummer.
Are you done?
Yes.
Winter is here. Get to Point S, Arkansas to get your car ready for it. Off-road tires for your pickup, ATV tires for your side-by-side, tires for your car to get your family around safely. From Kumo, Toyo, Falcon, Blackhawk, Fortune, and more. And their Promise Plus road hazard protection to give you peace of mind. Stop by a Point S, Arkansas store today. Bartlett Tire in Heber Springs, Tire Town in Benton, R&D Tire in Conway, and Fleet Tire in Pottsville or Russellville. Or online at pointstire.com.
It's your turn to drive into luxury at Southland Casino Hotel. Join us on Saturdays to win your share of up to $1 million in free play and prizes. And don't miss the chance to take home luxury itself during the grand finale drawings. Drive off in a 2025 Land Rover on February 1st or a 2025 Range Rover on March 1st. 2 vehicles, 2 finales, 1 million ways to enjoy luxury. Only at Southland Casino Hotel. Must be 21 plus. Play responsibly. For help quitting, call 800-522-4700.
Hey, it's Brooke here, and at Chris Crane Hyundai, we've got a huge selection of pre-loved vehicles like never before. Late models loaded with new technology? Check. Payments to fit any budget? Check. Silverados, Civics, Broncos, and more. Check, check, check. Saints that love to say yes? You know it.
Our pre-loved inventory has never been better than now. Come visit your friends at Chris Crane Hyundai on Museum Road in Conway and online at chriscranehyundai.com.
What's better than getting something for free? Winning. Woohoo! And with the $5 bundle from the Arkansas Scholarship Lottery, you get the chance to do both. For $5, you get 3 tickets, a Powerball ticket with Power Play, a Mega Millions ticket, and a free Natural State Jackpot ticket. That's 3 ways to win. So ask for the $5 bundle today. Bundle is eligible with Quick Picks only. Offer ends February 28th. Call 1-800-522-4700 for Problem Gambling Helpline.
This is Thomas Blackman of Blackman Auctions. A well-advertised auction is the fastest, most effective, most efficient, economical method to get the highest market value for your asset. Whether it is real estate or a piece of equipment, an auction is the best option. Say it with me again. A well-advertised auction is the fastest, most effective, most efficient, economical method to get the highest market value for your asset. For 86 years, Blackman has made auctions the best solution for selling your hard-earned property. Since 1938, better auctions are Blackman Auctions.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Wes Moore. Friday, Out of Bounds is on the road. We will be at Twin Peaks. Come on out and see us. Make your lunch plans now. Visit us at Twin Peaks. We'll have Steve Sullivan on the show, Neil Atkinson from Bet Saracen, plus Mark the Magician with some picks for Oaklawn, and Joe and I will make our picks for the Super Bowl. It's a big Super Bowl party at Twin Peaks, and we will be there Friday. Plus, Brian Edwards has some picks. All that and much more coming up Friday on Out of Bounds.
You're back in the zone. You want to get into the show but too busy to call? Message us on our live fan feedback or text us on our text line at 501-661-1037.
There ain't no man can't save me. There ain't no man can enslave me. Ain't no man that can change the shape my soul is in.
Did you hear about this? I said this earlier. Philip Martin, welcome. I was debating earlier, what should I do? The A-Vets are coming.
Oh, yeah.
To Northwest Arkansas. Then the next day they're going to El Dorado.
Mm-hmm.
And they've got Blackberry Smoke with them, who I love. So it's a Friday, Saturday. But the problem is I either have to go to that or I have to go to Dublin.
Dublin.
Yeah, I'd go to Dublin.
You think I can come with me?
Or if it would be this way. It would be Dublin, El Dorado.
No, I'm going to do both shows if I stay.
Oh, both shows if you stay. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. No, still Dublin. Still Dublin.
It's in August, too. It's mid-August.
Yes,
Mid-August in Dublin will be a lot nicer than Arkansas.
Definitely Dublin.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I hope the El Dorado show is inside. You know, they have the outdoor venue and the indoor venue.
I think it is. I mean, that's where they're doing the big stuff is inside now. It's like, and that's a nice venue.
Have
you
saw,
been there, right?
Well, I saw Big Ed Todd the Monsters and Blues Traveler there.
Yeah. Okay.
It's fine. It's just a big room. It's great.
It's a big room. It's good.
It's air-conditioned. I like that.
But, the events would be, like I saw John Hyatt and what's his name? Lyle Lovett there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and it's a big room, but it was great for that kind of music.
Sure. I
really
agree.
was.
You're right.
It really was.
Yeah,
I
I don't
saw
know.
Richard Thompson there.
I don't want to see Prince there.
Well,
Well,
I wouldn't want to see a rock
I want to
and
see
roll
Prince
band
anywhere,
there.
but you know what I'm saying.
Oh.
I would watch Prince on the moon, but I'm saying like there are certain shows with like huge production. I don't know that'd be it, or
Right.
yeah, like a big rock and roll
Big
show.
rock and roll show I don't know about, but yeah. If
If
it's
the
something
Chili Peppers
intimate
did an
like that-
acoustic set, maybe that'd be cool there.
Yeah, maybe.
Hubie Brown was Darrell Walker's first coach of the Knicks. This person said.
Okay.
Interesting. This lady, my friend Kim, says she had to pull her car over. I gave such a great description of that food. She got very, very excited.
Really? Dang.
Apparently so.
Wow.
That did sound tremendous.
She was also watching a Nora on her phone when
Oh, God.
when I was describing it. Really got her wound up. It's a pretty exciting movie. Kim, take it easy over there, okay? I mean, cold shower won't kill you. This weekend we got Razorback basketball pregame at 7 o'clock. Tip off at 7:30. If you got tickets, please use them. Oh, that's mean. We were talking. Rusty says we were talking about Marcus Jordan. He did not have a good week.
No.
Got pulled over. Got his Lambo stuck on the tracks with that Daddy probably paid for. Not the tracks, with the car. Rusty asks, "Are used Larsa Pippen panties considered memorabilia?" Oh, you guys won't laugh at that? Oh, yeah, you're so cool. Whatever. You guys are so mature. Must be nice.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. That's all I got.
Okay.
You guys get the rest of it. I did all this. Philip, any movies this weekend that are remotely intriguing?
Dogman.
It's been out, though,
The
right?
kids' movie. Yeah.
It's out, but that's,
Isn't that a cartoon?
No, no. There's a great movie.
Did you
It's
see
all-
Companion?
I have not seen Companion.
I need you to see
It's-
Companion.
it's
I need to know if there's hardcore sex in it so I can watch with my kid or maybe not.
the Sacred Fig, which is the Mystery of the Sacred Fig, is opening today here, and it's really good.
Is it about people who have constipation?
No, it's an Iranian procedural. You know, it's a criminal procedure. It's an Iranian movie, and the other one that's really good is, and I always get the name scratched. I'm still there, still here.
I'm still
The
here.
Brazilian movie,
Mhm.
yeah, that's really good. They're both opening this weekend, but I'm not going to tell anybody to go see these things because they have subtitles, you know. And I mean,
I wanted to read. I'd go to
Get
school.
over it. Read it.
yeah,
Maddox and I, our next pick last night was Parasite, which I still haven't seen.
Parasite's very good.
Parasite's really good.
That's
yeah.
what I've heard. And Christian, I remember Christian saying that, but I was like, and Maddox was like,
Yeah.
Neither one of us we were too tired to read last night, but I do want to see it. Looks amazing.
See, you can do what I do and just always have closed captions on and just always read.
I know you and Wes, we've had this discussion.
I have 'em
Or
on.
you could do. I know what I'm going to get you for Christmas. I actually know what I'm going to get you for Christmas now. I'm going to get you a sound bar so that the audio comes through so clearly that you don't need the titles on the screen.
I would still have the subtitles on.
I do not want to read the screen.
I'm a big subtitle guy.
It is so awful.
I can't understand sometimes.
I have to
That's
have
why
a
you need a good soundbar.
I have a good soundbar.
You need a better soundbar. I don't know how you get lost in a movie if you're reading the words the whole time. I don't know how you can. I can't immerse. I can't
watch a lot of
immerse.
things in different languages. So I have to.
That's different. I understand that. If you have to, you have to. But like, it's so much easier for me to. I don't think I could have immersed in Nora if I would have been reading the subtitles.
Well, you don't have to read the.
There wasn't a whole lot of reading going on. You know what I mean?
You don't have to read the subtitles. The subtitles are just there if you need them.
Russian asked Nora to take her clothes off. That was the most of the movie.
Borat Jr. Yeah.
Freak show. I saw. It's funny too. Like I had a few this week where I was like, nobody asked for that. There's a new Jurassic movie coming out.
Yeah.
I'm over the dinosaurs, Philip. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be like old man, get off my lawn, but I'm over
played.
I'm done with it.
Well, that's what we're going to get. Everything is going to be something that has. Of the top 13 grossing movies of last year, 12 were sequels. Okay.
Lazy.
Yeah, it's just that's
That's
it's
why
a
when
business.
movies-
It's a business.
That's why when movies like The Brutalist or
Yeah.
Conclave,
They're
or
unique. They're
Nora
different.
come out,
Yeah.
you should watch them.
Yeah, you're right.
You should
Christian, what is the what was our question of the day again?
Our question of the day today was, who do you have in the Super Bowl? Who do you have winning?
Kansas City was overwhelming from what I saw.
Mhm.
And I will say what we should have asked is, and again, I want you to keep this in mind. Listen to what I'm saying and don't just blurt.
Okay.
What I'm saying, compared to all past years, what will be the most standout? The halftime show, the commercials, or the game itself?
Halftime.
Commercials.
I think the commercials are due for a good year.
How many years?
I've got the commercials.
As many
right
years they've
there
done
on
the
my
Super Bowl.
phone.
Christian, how far back Super Bowl go?
I haven't watched.
63?
67?
We've had some good Super Bowls.
67?
Had some great games.
Which Super Bowl is this?
This is Licks.
I think it's been a while since we've had good
Is this 49?
commercials. Maybe, I don't know.
Is Licks 49? Is that what that is?
L's 50, right?
59.
59, excuse me.
59. Yeah, it goes back to 66.
59.
Yeah.
I have a hard time.
67.
The Roman numeral
Yeah,
thing.
but
Green Bay.
66 year.
Green Bay.
Licks.
Yeah, Green Bay, New York.
Licks.
Yeah.
Kansas City.
We had XL not long ago. Now we have Licks.
Yeah. Baltimore. Yeah.
Dallas. Miami.
You know,
The name of the
who
Super Bowl
doesn't get
winners.
enough love? Earl Morrell.
Oh, he was great.
I mean, it's like
Earl Morrell?
Yeah.
Him too.
Greatest backup quarterback in the history of the NFL.
Whoa, time out.
Yeah.
Look it up.
What about Steve Young?
Look it
when he
up.
was back
Look
at-
it up.
Steve Young's pretty great.
Morrill had an undefeated season.
Is he in the Hall of Fame?
That's right.
He should be.
He should
Steve Young will be.
He should be. Even though in those 11 games he won in 1972 for the.
You know
how
how-
many touchdown passes?
Not many.
You know,
11.
You know
But
who
they
I
just ran.
Look at you, nerd.
Yeah.
You know who have been schooling these guys on? George Seifert, the most underrated coach in NFL
Yeah,
Oh, he
history.
was
Seifert,
great. He was
yeah, George
great,
Seifert,
man.
yeah.
And he had cool hair.
Yeah.
He really did have
He
great hair.
did. And sunglasses.
He looks like he's got a little Baffert going.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you
he looks
think,
just like him.
Do you think the viewership for the halftime show is higher than the game itself?
Yes.
Yes.
Not even close?
I think it always
It always is because
Oh,
people
okay.
tune in a lot of
Tune
times
in
just
for the-
because a lot of
They
people
don't-
watching the game watch and then people tune in just for the halftime show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
I hope
guys are out at Twin Peaks. I don't know if they're on or not.
Oh, that's a great point. My bad. I know they're ready. I keep waiting for Wes to walk in. I'm like, duh. Even though I heard Joe's tease earlier. Hi guys, sorry.
Duh. What's up?
I can shut you off too, but
Duh.
all right. They're coming up next.